Warning, this show contains content and language some may find offensive. It is intended for mature audiences only. If you are easily offended, do not like to hear explicit language, or just have a whack and horrible sense of humor, you should probably stop watching right now. If you are still here, it means you are awesome and want to have a good time with us. If that's the case, we salute you. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what is good, everybody? It's the Just Fucking Being Frank show. I'm your motherfucking host, Frank Marvici. Got my co-host, Almighty L. We got I and I in the back, running the ones and twos. And we got a special guest in the house. We got motherfucking John Martian, everybody. With Krusin, with Mr. Glizzy.
Glizzy himself, man.
Yeah, man, I'm glad to have you guys.
Yeah, glad to be here, bro.
Glad to have you. I just want to make sure before we get going, everybody, if you have not liked and subscribed, make sure you turn on notifications, all that good stuff. Let me put that up for everybody. Make sure y'all see that shit. This is a little delayed if you look over my weird little camera there. But yeah. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn notifications on. Please share it. Comment with us. We're trying to watch the chat here so that way we can engage with you guys. We got the phone lines open, 413-241-7272. Yes, you can call in while the show is live.
One of the cameras is blacked though.
Uh-oh. God damn it. Hold on one second. Always a problem.
It's always a problem.
Which one is it?
Frank gonna solve them.
I'm trying to look at.
I'm gonna go share this shit real quick.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. What's up? If you watching, drop a glizzy.
Yo. Oh shit, man.
Drop a glizzy is crazy.
Hey, I gotta just turn it to the black image. There we go. We're still here though. We're here with you.
I'm gonna go share this real quick.
Where's it on?
It just went black.
It's on your page, Frank?
That's probably that camera.
There we go. There we go. That's the little reset.
Are we resetting? Are you going to share a new link or is it the same link?
It's still the same link.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
But
Yeah, no, everything otherwise is Gucci. Just need to reset that camera. Yeah, I'm hoping this is probably the last time I'm using I was telling these guys the computer that's running this show right now, so hopefully this should be the last time we experience any problems.
Let me upgrade.
So otherwise than that though, we've been for the most part having good streams, so we should be good.
Yeah.
Can never tell with electronics. Things just like going wrong.
Never know till you know, right?
We've been blessed.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do our thing now, and hopefully we don't experience any problems with the camera again, because that would be super annoying. So yeah, thanks for being on the show, guys, man. Appreciate having you here.
Bro, anytime.
You know what I'm saying? It's first and foremost, I love doing this because I get a chance to meet people that I haven't got a chance to meet yet. So that's the cool thing. And then other people that are also putting in work and creating. So hats off to you guys, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Try to do what we can.
Yeah. After all that adjustment for his mic, this is what this guy does.
Nah, he fucks with it, bro. That's what he does.
Glizzy tendencies.
Nah, that ass.
Mr. Glizzy can't
He's
be
sus as
contained.
fuck.
Wow,
Mr. Glizzy can't be contained. It's crazy.
We out here. It's hard to become a myth, a legend.
Oh my god.
This guy.
This fucking guy.
Yeah, the glizzy is spreading.
Let me tell you how many problems hot dog has caused for us. Every fucking problem we
Tell
have.
us, please.
Not the dorks.
Yeah, you guys should look for an endorsement with.
Nah, listen, it's done.
Yeah.
It's funny because like hot dog has actually done so many great things for us, but like
I know you want to be limited to a one-trick pony.
Pause.
nah, exactly. So like when he did it, I don't know if he's ever told the story, but
That's
like
funny, by the way.
I was working and I came home to my studio and he was fucking rapping. He was like, "Yo, what should I write a song about?" And I was in a badass mood and I didn't want to talk to him because he was just kind of being extra. And I was like, "Bro, I don't want I'm dealing with shit at work. I'm trying to come home and smoke." He was like, "What should I write a song about?" And I was like, "Write a song about hot dogs, bro." And I was just fucking angry. I left. I came home and he was like, "Yo, check this song out," bro. And played it and I was like, oh, Oh shit, it's actually kind of dope.
Not the Glizzy Guzzler.
That's crazy.
Then we spawned the whole video idea out of it just for fun. We knew what it was gonna do. Like we had the whole jokey idea behind it. We didn't expect it to get all the love it got, and and then some people obviously fucking absolutely hated it. But that's what comes with shit like that, and it did a lot of positive shit for us. Like we would go out places. He was doing that shit like before I was even performing places he was like performing at. I would watch him do it on live streams, and people would be singing it with him, and I'd be like, bro, I hate this shit because I'm mustard in the video. I look stupid as hell. So I couldn't stand it at first, and then like we go out to the show and we do it, and it'd just be a lot of fun, man.
Now, so you know what though, I big you guys up on that because I feel not a lot of people want to necessarily do that shit.
They don't want to attract attention, but like at the end of the day, it's art. So like you're not supposed to take it so seriously.
Yeah, it wasn't a tough decision to make because I made the song with no intentions of it being like
we knew the shit was funny.
My Mona Lisa or nothing. Like it wasn't like oh I fucking love this.
The Glizzys or Mona Lisa?
No, I'm saying there was no intentions of that. Like I showed it to my homie. He was like, you have to release this, and I'm like, I'm probably not gonna.
Release the Glizzy.
He's like, nah, you have to release this, and I show it to other people like you have to shoot a video for this. It's like people want that.
I think what happened too is the video took it to the next level of satire where it was like the song itself was funny and like he was actually spitting bars in the song, but no one's ever gonna notice that when you have a fucking chorus based around hot dogs. So when we thought about the video, like our video guy and our dude who helps like construct them they're geniuses, and they started thinking of funny shit. Like it's supposed to look like we're condiments in the fridge. That's why the video has like that white look to it, and like it's kind of like smoky and shit. Like we're supposed to just literally be in the fridge having a good time.
Right.
So if you go back and rewatch the shit, like now it will kind of make a little bit more sense.
What's the views at? Do you know?
What's that?
What's your views at?
You mind if I go pull that? Oh, my
8K,
bad.
like 8K plus.
It's at like nine.
Now no, I don't know, man.
Like that. It's. For me, it's like it really means more than just the hot dogs. Like we have my grandmother, like my actual real life blood grandma at the end of the video. Like it cuts away to like a reality. Like so, like the hot dog video ends and it's like a dream sequence kind of. Like my actual grandma's cooking hot dogs, but there's no buns.
Some red ass hot dogs too.
Yeah, these random red hot dogs.
Mad funny.
In the shout out my grandma for eating random shit.
Shout out Grandma Krusin.
Shout out Granny.
I know a little something about kind of going with like a theme or whatever.
Yeah. Well, we did it with the video I did before that. I have a GoldenEye video where I'm literally like James Bond in an oversized suit because we just did not plan it correctly. It looks funny as fuck, but like the video was meant. The beat sounds like GoldenEye from N64. Obviously, you played that shit. I'm sure you have too.
That's
so like,
fuck you.
Yeah. So, nah, listen, I played it too, bro. I'm 28. I'm not that young. But
obviously, you played.
But so we went with the whole theme because my boy heard the beat and he was like, "Bro, you should name this shit GoldenEye." I was like, "Nothing I talk about is related to GoldenEye."
Fuck
like,
it.
But you're talking about like murdering people and doing this shit. I was like, "Oh, okay, I see where you're going with it." And we have like a classic James Bond villain in it trying to attack me and shit. So like we try to like create videos like that. Me and Details have a video coming out that's like a summertime vibe that we recorded it last summer for our song Legend and shit. We try to roll with like something classic. So we got in a classic car. Like the dude who's behind all the shit is really fucking smart.
I feel that's a great path for y'all to be on, to be honest with you. Like I appreciate you guys doing that because like how many times can you make the typical video of someone popping with money and bitches and dope cars?
That's just boring.
I'm not saying there can't be nothing new and creative done at all, but it's been there, done that.
Yeah.
So I like seeing something that's with random shit, funny shit.
It's supposed to be fun, man.
People, exactly.
The elements of hip hop are dancing and fucking drawing on walls.
People take their shit too seriously sometimes. Fun, that's why they suck, because it's like you think the shit is gonna be your end all be all, and it's like you have to be a fucking person outside of all this shit, bro. Like even if you were to get famous one day, if you weren't a person outside this shit, then what's it fucking really mean? You're just a fucking vessel, dude. Like we like to have fun in this shit. I don't know if you saw his video Pressure. He's literally in a shopping cart.
Yeah.
Fucking just floating through city, bro. People, I was behind that shopping cart the whole time. I wish you could see the faces that I was getting watching him in a hot dog suit in a fucking shopping cart and people with camera rig on it. This
is just weed right now.
Yeah, just
I just don't trust you.
I'm a little suspicious, man.
Now you. Oh no, now I hear myself. Come on. Turn my mic up.
It might be. Oh yeah, you do actually sound a little low. Like, did you hit the thing underneath? Actually, there's a little thing. No, don't hit it. No, don't touch nothing in there. Matter of fact, just don't touch it. Yeah, that's for you actually.
Yeah, thanks.
You probably just low.
Yeah, I was gonna say, all of a sudden I heard myself spike up, so I'm sure she probably turned me up a little bit.
Yo,
Turn me up a little bit.
Yo.
Like my headphones and everything.
You guys got to get closer to the mic because.
Oh, okay, maybe I'm just mad
I
close.
hear them.
Oh no, I was just playing.
Nah, yeah, you're dumb. You be not serious in moments you should be serious. He's like, yo, can you hear yourself? You're like, I can't hear myself.
I hear myself now.
What song is that?
Nah, I can hear everything perfectly.
Nah, I was gonna say, if anything, instead of having to turn up the mic,
It was just me, really.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah, I was just playing.
Crusin played too much.
Oh, you know what it is? I heard. Turn me up.
No, he's being stupid over here, bro.
He's like,
I
turn me
told you I
up.
can't trust you.
This man's a fucking
headphones and
goofball, bro.
Nah,
This is him every day of my life.
I'm the same way, so I can't.
Nah,
I can't be judging.
Nah, he's the only reason that I have like a positive outlook on a lot of things because like I'm a general manager in my job, so I deal with a lot of bullshit. I deal with all my employees. Like I come home in like bad moods. I got my son and shit when I'm not working, so it's like I deal with a lot of shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I come home and this guy's just fucking Mr. Positive over here. Like, fuck you. All right. People waking up sometimes happy as hell.
Hey, you're just a regular ray of sunshine.
Nah, dude, that ass.
Like seeing happy.
Nah, and then when he wakes up mad, I'd be looking at him like, what the fuck happened, bro?
Well, I'm like everybody else. I don't like waking up. Who the fuck wants to get up?
Nah, that ass.
You was in bed a second ago. It was
Right.
comfy. You want to get up.
I'm from the Folgers area, so
Folgers?
No, but once I get the coffee, I'm
Nah,
chilling.
yo,
I was talking about.
Nah, he's a coffee
I
addict, bro.
I put a little bit of
He's
coffee
a
in me. I
coffee
turn on some
addict.
Linkin Park. I'll be yelling.
Nah, I put on coffee.
I
I put on coffee the other
be
night
ready.
after I got out of work because I was feeling fucking tired. I got up early.
I denied that coffee.
And I was like, yo, I put coffee on, bro. There's probably enough for a cup. He looks at me. He goes, 1 cup? That's not enough. And I was like, okay, all right. So I just went about my
Kinda the
shit.
same way.
I look back at him. He's drinking coffee. And I was like, you want rum? He was like, nah, I got this coffee right here. I was like, you went and had a cup. You gonna have another cup? This boy just be geeked on coffee, man.
I be.
what are you doing? You're gonna. I should buy a boat.
Bro.
Linkin Park and
people
Bustello.
come to the stew and they be
Fucking,
out
you
Coke.
come in, he's doing fucking
like,
backflips.
Listen, sometimes at 11 in the morning, I just be hearing Chester Bennington yell and Krusin be yelling right behind him. And I'm like, nah, and
I love
he's had a lot of coffee already.
Linkin Park's alright.
The same way like you watch TV or like play video games, like I listen to music. Like that's what I be doing.
Yeah. This man's
I don't be
faithfully
doing nothing
listening to
else. So
music.
like I just put on music, I be singing, I be dancing, I be on my phone
cruising.
scrolling Facebook.
Nah, that's what he
But
does, bro. It's
I'm just
just
listening
crazy.
to music though. Like I love that shit. So I be down there like, yelling, singing,
He's the
crying.
reason.
don't
I
give
just
a
said
fuck,
it in a
whatever
song.
the music is.
Well, I love music. I'll never not do music, but cruising is the reason that I do it at the level I do it. Because like this guy has no fucking chill. I'll be fucking at work and I'll get a song. He'll be like, "Yo, I just wrote this." I'm like, bro. Okay, this is kind of dope. Let me get on this. So,
you know what? Before I don't want to forget, I just want to say R.I.P. Biggie Smalls.
oh, absolutely.
This
man.
is the day he died.
Christopher
Absolutely.
Wallace.
So Biggie's one of my favorite.
Pioneer, bro.
Biggie.
Sit back and take notes.
Biggie's one of the first rappers I ever heard when I was younger, bro. Like my mom's boyfriend, he used to be a cab driver, and he would sneak me out, out of the house at night and drive with
Yeah,
him.
that sounds super sus.
It's
Right.
sus. You got me there, but he would just play me music. He's the reason I fell in love with hip hop because like he had tapes and shit. You remember like the tape you could push in, you had connected.
Oh
to the
yeah, I
CD
remember
player?
tapes.
So like the connection to the CD. So like
I remember 8-track.
so he would play me shit like that,
Back in my day.
bro. And my mom found out one night we got caught coming home, like, because he would take me. It's dangerous, bro. I've seen
sounds
people
crazy.
like get beat the fuck up. Like we would pull up places at a cab stand, and people be bloody and shit, like trying to get in his cab. It was a fucking rough thing. My mom was obviously pissed off, and she found out that he showed me Slim Shady LP. And she was like, "What the fuck?" Like mad as hell for years at me. And then my mom fucking bought me the Eminem show when it came out. And then I was like, "Oh, I was hyped." And then the shit was edited, didn't even have drips on it. I was like, "What the fuck is this, bro?"
Wow.
Took that shit out of him.
Nah, it was fucking crazy. But that's how I fell in love with hip hop. I had somebody in front of me that was always rapping. He was like into that shit. And Biggie was one of the first CDs he let me have. He was like, "Here, take this shit, bro." And I was fucking.
It's like kind of like a
obsessed.
good look.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was he
My
white?
shit was Snoop Dogg.
No, he's a Spanish dude. I was
Your
raised
first
by a
rap shit was
Spanish
Snoop Dogg?
my first, I would say my first introduction. It was because my mom didn't even let me listen to hip hop. She wasn't fucking with
dude.
it.
Yeah, my mom's the same way.
I used to go to sleep to Christmas music, like on my own.
Yeah.
That's not her putting it on. I was like,
Yeah, I remember all the
rumpa bum
old
bum. I
shit.
play that shit on repeat or whatever the fuck I
No,
had.
my
Where I
mom
just
was-
kept playing it. And next thing you know, one of my boys, he would listen to hip hop or whatever the case may be, and he left a Snoop Dogg tape, and that was it.
Yeah. My mom was trying to fuck me up. She had me trying to listen to Howie Day on Kids Bop and shit. Like, what the fuck are you doing? to me
Kids
right
Bop.
now?
Yeah,
I'm
I
about
got
to go to school and my
I got
friends gonna be
all
like, "You
y'all.
love Howie Day? You ever heard Collide?"
Nah.
You and I collide. You never heard that song? Bro, I used to fucking know this shit word for word. That's all my mom. You want me to sing it right now? Nah,
Go ahead, do it.
No, fuck no.
I'll beatbox.
No, you. All right, go ahead, start. Nah, but she. My mom was obsessed with R&B, and my mom didn't want me to listen, and she thought it was going to make me violent. And God was
R&B?
right. Yeah.
She thought R&B was gonna make you violent?
She didn't want me to listen
rubbing you down. Oh no,
she didn't want me to listen to hip hop. She thought it was
that's gang violence.
And you know,
See, my mom was.
Yeah, I
listening
predate
to
all
rap.
y'all motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I remember fucking when it was Run DMC, Slick Rick, fucking.
I remember them.
the
I just
Fat
didn't listen
Boys.
to 'em.
I no, I just said it's a maybe that was the case. I just remember when they actually when
You
they first
actually
all
listened.
busting out in the
Yeah,
scene.
yeah.
But mind you, I was also listening to hair metal, fucking Metallica, Megadeth, fucking all that shit.
No, that's how I feel. I grew up to it all. Like, I had
and
my
classic
mom was
rock.
In the hood. We were listening to rap and shit, but my grandma was listening to classic rock. She likes reggae and shit. So like I've listened to everything.
Right.
Like, you know, so
Yeah, I remember the pop hits of Madonna and all that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. No, I love it.
Here we go. You know,
I love it all, fam. I'm a
had
big fan of
Tony
it all.
Braxton playing in the background. Peebo Bryson. Fucking who else?
We be in the crib listening to some
Donna
songs you wouldn't
Summers.
believe.
Donna Summers.
We be jamming.
yeah. My mom's boyfriend was huge on like Prince and Michael Jackson and shit. So
yeah,
like,
it is.
I was listening to a lot of smooth shit, and then like he would hit me at night, like, "Yo, listen to this,
Listen
shit.
to this Biggie.
listen to this crazy shit." I'd be like, "Yo, what the fuck, bro? This is cool as hell." And I'd tell all my boys, like, "Yo, I just listened to my boy. I already did that." Like,
Yeah, I remember
mom was sheltering my ass.
L Cool J's "I Need Love."
That was my first album, like my own.
Oh, my first album was
Was-
Michael Jackson Thriller.
Yeah.
For real?
Wow.
I remember being like
It's better than my
and
first
like
album.
Tupac was on the radio and he was like, you know that song Rider? He's like, you can't deny it.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking rider. I was too young and the censored version was on and I
That's
thought
a
he was
fire
saying
song.
poopalada and that shit made no sense. My mom still laughs at it. It's all the time be like, you can't deny it. I'm a poopalada. All the time. Nigga. Like I was a little kid running around. I didn't even know what he was
That's
saying.
great. That's awesome.
What'd you say your first CD was? What was your first CD?
Making shit up.
My first CD?
Yeah.
No, my first album was actual album.
Oh, okay.
Was Michael Jackson Thriller. Then I got Quiet Riot. And then I think like Metallica or I think Metallica was the next album I got my hands on.
I went from Mr. Smith to 36 Chambers.
Holy shit.
It was like a drastic.
Hell yeah. Are
jump.
you watching the Wu-Tang show?
Not at this exact moment.
Okay. No, it's just pretty fire, but it's been pissing me off this season. They've been doing a lot of like weird shit, like telling their alter ego stories and shit. But Wu-Tang's fire. But my first CD, this is a funny ass story, is my aunt heard that I liked the song by Pink, Lil Pills.
Oh shit!
And she thought it would be fucking funny to give me my fucking first CD in front of all of my friends, bro. And she
That's
gave me
great.
Pink, and I was like,
Wow.
I was so tight. But then I played the shit, and the shit
I
was
used to
gas.
think Pink was hot.
I like
Nah,
Pink.
Don't get
You
it
should have
twisted.
been like, yes.
No, Pink was that fucking CD was fire. My first bought CD because like my favorite R&B artist is Neo. Was open.
I remember
Letter by
her.
Neo.
I remember her
Neo's
first
dope.
single.
Yeah. Really?
Pink's first single.
Is
Holy
what?
shit.
I can't. There you go. I can't. If I put it on, y'all would recognize it.
Okay, all
I
right.
guarantee you.
But yeah, that was
Matter of
my-
fact, I'm gonna do it.
Those are my first two CDs, man. I had Neo.
Pink and Neil.
Yeah, I went and bought Neo myself because like I absolutely love Neo. And then as far as hip hop goes, one of my first CDs was obviously Eminem. Like I got the Eminem show from my mom, which was fucking dope, but it was edited. I had to wait till I like saw my boy who had the unedited version to hear number 9. And then when I actually heard Drips, I was like,
The thing that's different about a
this
verbal
shit is
vacation.
crazy. I was happy I didn't have that shit on my CD.
We was passing around mixtapes in my middle school. I didn't really buy no CDs.
Oh, you motherfucker.
We was like, we had blank CDs. It was the era.
Yeah.
Like, it was what?
song.
Oh, I remember this video.
It was like
Yeah.
2007.
That's what I'm
so we-
saying. She was hot.
Yeah, yeah. I
love
remember
Pink.
this shit. I was like, yo.
Come around, talk about that you love me. 'Cause that love
I forgot she sang it.
This is a
I'm just gonna take the unpopular stand here and say she's not.
I like what when she did this fucking style.
Don't you know that game beats game? So you
This
best
has
bet
like
this
a,
to straight me. So
This reminds me of like Aaliyah, Missy.
Yeah, this was that era though.
Yeah.
This era was really big into that shit, like that
Timberland,
vibe,
all of that.
Everyone
yeah,
had
that
that
bouncy
vibe.
ass fucking I'm rapping but singing vibe. Like
Yeah.
that shit's cool as hell. That shocked me because I honestly would have never seen this video. Wouldn't see it for a really long time.
Do you
Fucking
guys
nuts.
believe that every artist or MC, rapper, whatever they're doing, right? They have to have an alter ego?
Nah.
No, but many have.
Right.
It's not even more.
I think it's interesting the fact that some artists go the alter ego route and some artists go with being themselves.
Yeah.
I.e., like a J. Cole versus versus everybody else.
Well, I was saying, you could have took the easy route and said Eminem.
No, I mean, but like almost everyone. It's like there's some people who just straight up are like, this is.
I don't
me
think a
as
rapper
person,
needs to have an
and
alter
I own
ego.
Everything that I say here.
I think a rapper needs to be.
Versus I'm able to scapegoat off the things I say to another part of me that isn't always me. I think that's an interesting.
I just think I would never do it personally, but I think that you need to be involved in all types of art. Like, I don't think you need to like necessarily have this other side of you. I think that as an artist, if you're just someone who only listens to hip hop, like, how are you ever going to make good music if you don't know how all music is constructed? Like,
well, what if that's all a part of your like
you
yourself?
don't have to listen to.
For me, I don't think there's any person that makes hip hop or any type of genre that is just stuck in that one lane, bro. It's like, how are you just going to be great at what you do if you don't accept all forms of art?
I agree, but they don't have an alter ego.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you need to. If you
that's what
I don't necessarily think you need to have an alter ego. I think you just need, as an artist, need to be involved in all walks of art. So it was like a lot of people that have alter egos are like, they're completely different when they do it for a reason. They want to channel something different. I think as long as you're in tune with shit, the alter ego shit is cool if that's what you want to do, but you don't need to have
that's
one.
an
I think you
artist's
also
choice.
have to think about like being on at all times. You know what I mean? Like when you're in the spotlight.
Not because it will channel a switch for some people.
It's a lot of people that want to be able to turn it off, and like, am I too far?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
My fault. It's hard when you can't turn off your alter ego or your persona, and people expect you to be like that all the time, and it's like, I'm not a hot dog all the time. Like people think I'm like this, like, super happy person. It's like, if you put off an ego, like I got messaged, I was like beefing with somebody on Facebook, and somebody messaged me like, oh, I followed you because you're so peaceful and shit. And it's like, you followed me in the week where I was peaceful. Like, it's like when you adopt an alter ego, like, people expect that to be you, but it's not always you.
Yeah.
So it's
like split personality hip hop.
It is
like,
split personality.
It's like, for me, what you're gonna get right now is who I am as an artist. So for me, I guess I view it a little biasly. So it's kind of hard for me to speak on that side of it. Because like when you listen to my music, you're gonna get me. You're not gonna get anything else. So for me, I probably sound more biased on the other side of it. So I guess I couldn't really speak to somebody who feels like maybe they gotta unleash some shit, like Slim Shady. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I gotta rap about this fucking vile, venomous shit, compared to like when he wants to do some slow, like Mockingbird shit. So I don't do that type of, I make all walks of like type of hip hop. So I guess for me, I'm more biased on my side of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, if you have some people that play a character to it kind of completely embody that for that thing, to get into that thing, to write to that scope.
That's actually a super good point, because a lot of people actually are not what they're giving you. You know what I mean? Like they're a completely different person outside of things. So
I'd say to a certain point,
but that gives you a freedom.
You have to
it does.
Just
think about
it.
You
to describe yourself and to like talk about what you're doing and to big up yourself in rhymes. Like you're giving yourself a bit of a character, even if you're being
so you could make that argument, but you can also still, with the purpose of becoming at it, of just being your 100% self.
Yeah. I think,
you know what I'm saying? I try to be 100% self in all aspects and respects of life.
There's no way to represent like the entirety of a person in like a song, or even like an album, or even like a catalog of songs, because you're still gonna have parts of yourself that you're not like
you're gonna have new experiences
professing to. You're gonna have new things that you grow. Like there's gonna be parts of yourself that people naturally hide away, like negative things. Like you're not gonna say those things as loudly as you're gonna say the positive things. And so there's always gonna be a capacity where you're not being yourself, even when you're the most yourself as a rapper. Even J. Cole condemned himself for some of his earlier stuff for extrapolating and becoming different.
I would say I'm the character more when I'm bullshitting with just people, like when I'm not having like a serious conversation.
Knowing that somebody's watching or creating something for people to perceive changes even just slightly what you're creating.
I mean, it's not that I disagree with you. You know what I'm saying? I just think at the end of the day, you can still be 100%.
I think what you believe, talking about from your own.
Everyone has their own perspective.
It's like a thing, though. Like when people are studying things that they don't want to be changed by the fact they're being studied, you have to study it in secret. Like anybody who.
Why?
It's when you're studying anything. Like people who know they're being watched automatically act different. Like everybody changes.
It's like when you're on drugs type of shit, you try to hide
Not
it.
everybody. That's like
that's why I mentioned the fact that I felt like I was also biased from that side of it, because like I couldn't necessarily see the other side of it.
If you're just chilling, like brushing your teeth, but you know somebody's watching you do it, like your mind state on it isn't going to change slightly.
I don't even think about the other person.
I think it's a level of security. Yeah, it's a level of security with that person as well.
The fact that you brought up, it's funny that you brought up brushing your teeth, because like you see me coming out of the bathroom and Kyle be like, yo, I need to do it right in front of the mirror, like blah blah blah. I'm like, nah, dude, I could just do whatever.
Like there's people that
walk around my crib like.
There's people that could.
I got an electric toothbrush.
Maybe I'm not like saying what I mean, but it's like when you're being observed, like.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying
I think it's more perspective.
Cases.
Yeah, I think it's more perspective.
It's not that like you're like necessarily trying to change anything. It's just like knowing you're being watched versus like just living in your own environment are like two different things. Like if you're just in your room like changing your clothes or whatever versus someone's watching you do it, you can still try to be normal. And it's not like it's like gonna bother you or anything. That's not what I'm saying. It's just like you're being watched. You like consider a different.
I always assume I'm being watched.
Well.
But then you're always operating under that separate mind state that I'm talking about.
Right. So but then there's never a change.
Normal person doesn't assume that. Like you're just doing things without assuming you're being watched.
But I'm like really secure.
I'm not questioning your security.
But a person that alters like how they operate when someone is observing is basing it off of how they feel that person is observing.
Yeah, it also sounds like a lack of confidence. You get what I'm saying? Too. Like,
it is what it is. It's not a bad thing. It's just like I don't.
Once you accept thyself,
like I gotta brush my teeth. I don't really care if you're watching it. Like I gotta. Teeth, bro. Like I'm just brushing my teeth.
Why the fuck are you watching me brush my teeth?
That's the real key.
That's the real question.
But yeah, I feel like
leave me do my shit.
You're saying it right.
What I'm thinking about is coming across because it's not that you're changing anything. It's just why are you watching me brush my? Like
I think the only difference is you watch what you may say.
I don't think it goes for everybody.
Around certain individuals.
That's a difference though.
I think the mind state
if you know people are watching.
No, but it's more.
Like I think it goes like what I get what you're saying. I think that goes maybe for what you feel, and that's why I was saying it's perspective too, because like you're not wrong and he's not wrong.
No,
because that's how you feel,
right?
And like he's just probably speaking from a standpoint of like how he feels personally about it. So like for me, like certain things will change depending on who I'm around. Like I'm not gonna stop brushing my teeth because I gotta brush my fucking teeth.
That's what I'm saying.
But if I'm around like certain people in certain scenarios, I guess maybe sometimes I will think about it a little bit differently.
Or you just won't brush your teeth in front of them, right? Yeah, but there's just logic.
Yeah, no, right? I get what you're saying.
I just feel like that, like you guys are agreeing with what I'm saying. Like
no, we are.
If you really brush your 100%. Teeth because someone's watching you do it, then like the knowledge of someone watching you, like if you're in the middle of brushing your teeth and then it's revealed to you that someone's watching you, like it would change how you feel.
What I'm saying is
I'm not saying it would change what
I think it's different for everyone. Like he's saying it doesn't change. For me, I think scenario wise it might change.
Like you're saying you wouldn't brush your teeth with people watching you.
No, I'm saying that like in reality, if I was brushing my teeth,
he's gonna keep brushing his teeth.
Yeah, I didn't say I would stop. I'm just saying like if you're saying you wouldn't engage in the action.
Let's change the brushing the teeth, right? There's people that like can take a shit in front of their spouse.
Oh, I can't.
Right? Yeah. I can't.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
So I'll never have to worry about how I'm being observed.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So if you knew that someone was
but like I just prevent it altogether, so you will never see the change. I never get a feeling of how.
So this is my attitude on it,
no doubt.
Oh shit, did I pull it?
Yeah, you got it.
I don't be knowing my own strength sometimes. My bad, bro.
You got it.
My bad, but that's crazy.
Nah, I almost just pulled the whole. Oh.
Pause.
I saw it coming.
Word. I was more so asking, like, all right, so when you come to like mainstream media, right, and you have like the Lil Uzis, the whoever else, right, Trippie Redd, all them dudes, right, they're not. Or do you think they're that person?
Yeah, I think Lil Uzi is Lil Uzi
at all times.
I think that boy's crazy. I think he's Lil Uzi all time.
And is that what sells?
Not his entire life, though.
Nah, definitely not. But I think that's who he's developed into with money. I think that is like if you.
So is that him or his ego, his alter ego?
I think that's him now. Like maybe it is a part of his ego, but I think that's him now.
Become him.
We could say that he was different before.
Yeah,
but I think that's how he is now.
Once people start stroking your ego, that you become.
Yeah, I mean,
different.
Your alter
ego debates are funny in general because like everybody's gonna feel different because of their ego. So it's like,
so you know what's the funniest thing at all?
Let it go. You shouldn't even.
When I'm like
ego deaf.
When I'm like putting on and joking with people, like when I'm out and shit and engaging, it's all like a fucking show.
Yeah.
That's all.
You're having fun. That's why.
It's me, but I'm just popping shit.
Yeah,
but
I get told I play too much all the time. I'm ultra sarcastic.
That's him. He plays the entire time.
And I'm the same way. But a lot of
I be
people
trying to talk about serious shit.
Nah, a lot of people get sick of that shit though. Like me, you can probably have a conversation for a day, but we probably drive another person crazy. Like I'm the same way. I play too much sometimes.
Welcome to the Just Being Frank show.
Hey, listen.
I like building. He likes antics. He'll build.
That's why
like,
me and him get along
bored.
so well though, because like me and him, we're like the same type of dynamic.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like I play too much. Kyle is actually like the more logical sound, like one of us. So it's funny how it works out like that. Because you probably fuck with him a lot, and he's probably just like, bro, what the fuck?
Right.
Don't let him. He fucks around.
I don't know. I kind of believe him, bro. I've only met you for so long.
You could just watch all the episodes.
I actually, funny enough, I tried to dive into whatever I could just to see how you actually work. Because like obviously I know Tox, and that's my boy, and I talked to him. You know,
forever.
Yeah, that's my dog. So like I talked to him obviously. Like, oh, what's he like? He's like, oh, he's a fucking goofball. I'm like, all right, cool, we good then.
Yeah.
So and then he told me obviously he came on the show. Krusin been my right hand man for years now. So like. I already knew what I was walking into.
You know, the problem with me is I got to remember, like, not everybody necessarily knows what I know.
Or thinks you're funny.
That's true. That's a relative fact,
and I'm only telling you that because I get that a lot.
It's a relative fact, though.
Nah, listen,
you know what I mean?
my baby mom is like the first person who'll look at me and be like, you're actually not that funny. And I'm like, fuck. Are you right or am I just an ass? I can't tell anymore. So fuck it. Fuck them.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I've had people fucking split in their ribs.
Yeah, I mean, you're a funny guy to me. You know?
No, he's actually funny, but he's just always joking.
Yeah, it's a problem. I can't help it.
I get it, man.
It is because I get bored.
Like he said crazy shit in the middle of like the most like thought-provoking shit ever. Like I can't. Like we'll be in the middle of we be in the middle of one of those moments, those aha moments, and he'll just say some crazy ass shit, and I'm like, God damn it! And then you gotta hope that the people receive it that way.
Yeah, in his eyes, he's just being Frank. So
indeed he is.
I'm just fucked up too. You know what I mean?
I'm like, bro, let this nigga get his shit off.
That's the problem. I'm mad fucked up.
Oh shit,
crazy! It's coming.
Nah, well, you know what it is too is I feel like. As a host, like you gotta.
Nah, that's you.
Star of the shit.
This is boring, you know what I mean?
If you watched any talk show, the host is the star of the shit. You know
before we came, we were rewatching his episode, and I was like, he's definitely somebody that I could see hosting a show for a really long time. You got that type of personality,
that's
man.
What I meant to tell you that someone came up to me and told me that about you.
Yeah, you have that kind of personality. Like you sound good too. Like you have like a good, you have
voice
a good
projection.
Yeah, it's the way you talk. It sounds good coming through a mic. You know what I'm saying? So like hosting a show, you can hold everybody's attention, and like even when you do it, like we're all debating shit. You'll say something, and I immediately I'm like. A lot of people do it on your show too. You'll probably start noticing this shit, but like we'll be talking, and then all of a sudden you say something, everybody goes. We waiting for you to do something next.
Not waiting.
Oh yeah, we don't got to do that.
Don't encourage him. Nah, I appreciate it.
Now he has nothing to say.
Nah, like what you do is, I feel like you meant to do it. So.
You know what? I'm very awkward with taking compliments.
But there's your flowers.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, there's flowers, bro.
I appreciate that very much, man.
It's all good.
I would have given you Venus flytraps, but
hearing that, though, it makes it like doing this shit kind of worth it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I've had, the people that have gotten opportunity to see this shit always enjoy this shit. They always typically enjoy engaging in chat with us and saying stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would probably be a flock of the regulars later on that will do that shit with us.
Yeah, well, from an artist perspective too, coming on to something like this is a blessing because it's like somebody's giving you the opportunity to use whatever platform they've created to put what you're doing out there. So like, it's always a thank you on our side. So like, you deserve to be told that you're good at what you do as well.
Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
As we have a camera problem.
That's a blessing.
Nah, fuck the camera problems, bro. This is like, you could literally end up where Joe Rogan is. You just, like, this is just the start, bro. Like, go back and watch the first Joe Rogan episode. That boy is sitting at his desk with a shitty ass webcam. What is it, like 720? Like, not even, maybe? It might even be 460.
It was like a fan was in the video.
Just have to drop some
Arguing with people. Oh, wow. Don't do that.
Just one time.
From one white guy to another, man. Don't do that.
Not the brotherhood.
I'm 40-something years old, dog. I don't need to be saying the N-word. You know what I mean? That shit's just not my...
You said you're 50-something years old?
No, 40.
Oh, shit.
41,
62?
actually.
73.
41.
That's a blessing that you recognize that, though.
You don't even look 41.
Reach
Are
out
you
to.
for real?
I feel like the bags tell my age.
What bags?
Under
They're
my
hidden right now
eyes.
under a
That's
shadow.
why he always wears a hat. That's why he always wears a hat.
I was going to say, he's got a shadow on his eyes right now. Damn, bro. I'm only 28.
You remember that movie, The Shadow? With Alec Baldwin?
Yeah.
We got to get him the fuck out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. You're goddamn right.
He's your one over Rosa.
Oh shit!
You gotta get Alec Baldwin the fuck out of here. Except for when he was in what was that movie where he smacked the shit out of the dude who was watching what was that, The Departed?
Yeah.
Where he was like, did you tell me you put a camera there? And the guy's like, who's in charge?
He's funny though.
And he brought him to the side and smacked flames out, or he choked him, or whatever he did.
I remember the scene. I always remember the scene where he shoots the bitch down by the river, and when she drops,
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's in The Departed.
I've never seen The Departed. I'm gonna have to go
seen
watch
The
it now.
Departed.
I honestly couldn't even tell you what that.
I thought that's what you weren't talking about. The Departed.
That's a white classic.
I felt like
It's a white classic.
I'm gonna disappoint you right now.
Bro.
I am not a movie buff. I don't give a fuck about movies really. I'm like a show person. I'm a gamer and I make music. So like when I was growing up, my family always tried to get me to watch movies. I never gave a fuck. I never had the attention span to sit there and do that shit, bro. ADHD out the ass. Like I gotta do something else.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I just like people tell me all the time. Like you could name probably like 5 movies right now that are from your childhood. I've never seen them. I've never seen Home Alone. I'll just start there.
What?
Never. Not once.
Not even like.
Nope. I've seen it at a glance.
Like little.
On TV. No, I know nothing about Home Alone.
What?
Actually, I just learned something about Home Alone because of a show I watched called Shrinking, where he does that, like he holds his hands on his face and he looks shocked. That's it. That's all I know.
That's all I know.
That's it, man.
Yo, you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
I don't really like care about classic movies. Like I think it was called like Mousetrap was like my favorite movie as a kid, or Mouse House.
I don't even know
Is that what it's called?
I fucked with that.
Nah,
I feel like I've seen a movie named Mousetrap.
Nah, because it's like about 2 Italian guys who were chasing down a bunch of like mice in a mansion. So, but like I never cared for movies and shit. I was always into other shit. I was into art. I was into drawing.
Even as a creative?
So now as an adult, yeah, for sure.
Oh.
If you just like, yo, you need to go watch it, I'll go watch it. But like as a kid, nah, man. I was more interested in whatever the fuck I wanted to do. I grew up in my brother's 5.5 years older than me, so I had like anything he had. GameCube, like fucking, or Game Boy. I'm sorry. And you remember Virtual Boy? You remember Virtual Boy? It was this fucking red headset. It was virtual reality, Nintendo. Back in the day, bro, I was mad young. My brother had a Game Boy and Virtual fucking Boy, and I used to play all that shit with him.
Yeah, he might have some unlimited shit.
Yeah, nah, this shit was, bro, it was heavy as fuck. You put it on your head, and it held your shit down like this, and I was playing Kirby, bro. Like, I used to play mad shit like that. So, growing up, my brother had all the cool shit. You know what I mean? I played fucking Pokemon. I was doing all that shit. I used to trade his shit away, like, and get new shit. Like, my brother used to hate me.
Yeah, I started with Atari.
I had Atari. My dad smashed
back when Atari was out.
You're old enough for Atari?
Yeah, bro. Because my older brother's 5.5 years older than me, bro. So like, I grew up and there was an Atari.
I'm saying he had Atari before you were born.
Not dead ass.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, my dad had an Atari.
Yeah.
And then my older
number?
brother.
You remember the number?
Fuck no. It was a little fucking black console. That's all I remember, bro.
Sega?
Like 26.
Nah, I had Sega. I had Dreamcast. I had all that shit.
I had
bro.
a Saturn.
You ever heard of TurboGrafx?
Yeah.
I had a TurboGrafx. I had all that shit, bro. Because my uncles too, they're only like 10 years older than me. So every time something came out, my uncle was super big into anime. Like Dragon Ball Z, I knew what happened in Dragon Ball Z like a year before any of us got Dragon Ball Z, because my uncle was watching the shit in Japanese. So like I had a very cool family when it came to like technology, shit that was dropping. Like they were just on top of shit. Like they were the right age for me to be growing up. So I was always exposed to shit like that. I never cared about sitting down watching a movie. My dad took me to Lord of the Rings when I was a kid.
That shit's whack.
Walked out. You don't like Lord of the Rings?
Nah,
we'll go there in a minute.
I'm not into that word.
I like that.
I have a Sauron tattoo right on my arm. So
like Harry Potter too.
Nah, but like
I got a Death Eater from Harry Potter.
Okay, so an hour and a half into the movie though, my dad took us out because I couldn't fuck with the show. None of us cared. And growing up, like I love fantasy shit like that. Like Lord of the Rings to me.
Fantasy shit, not that.
Really? That's crazy. Lord of the Rings is a great movie.
What don't you like about it?
I just can't. It doesn't grab me.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've tried when I was young and as an adult.
You know what it is? I read the books.
Yeah. Well, I want to buy the books, but
you imagine it differently in your head.
Kyle tells me this shit all the time, and this is the shit that like really sucks.
I'm a reader.
As someone who can't like, I couldn't never sit down and read a book as a kid. My brain wouldn't fucking let me do that, bro. Like I couldn't do that shit.
I got a massive library.
So like,
I've read
as an adult, I want to start. I want to start reading because I know it's good for you, bro. Like it's good for your brain. And I just, as a kid, I could never do that shit. So like, I definitely want to buy the Lord of the Rings series. And then
Guy's got all
and Harry Potter, because it's like you're missing out on all the shit that they don't put in there.
Yeah,
and then people like Kyle will be like,
maybe I should read it.
And I'm like,
yeah,
damn.
so
you can't even watch the movie.
Yeah, it's like no. Kyle's like, but this was supposed to happen, and I'm like, I should know that.
If you want to like get some dope fantasy, you should get Forgotten Realms by like the books from R.A. Salvatore. Yeah, he's written like the Dark Elf trilogy, the Icewind Dale trilogy.
You're gonna have to send me some links and shit, bro.
It's dope as shit.
I'm super open minded, so like anything that you're into, I'll definitely check out.
It's fucking fantasy shit.
You gotta start with Home Alone.
It's Dungeons and Dragons.
I will start with Home Alone for you. Nah, listen. Yeah. I'm completely open to shit. Oh man, I'm just not a movie buff, man. It's just not me.
Nothing wrong with it. I got a friend that Gut. He's a movie buff, but he refuses to watch what everyone else thinks is a classic. Oh, okay. He just won't do it.
Nah, he's just not about it.
I'll be like that.
Nah, I was about to say that's Kyle.
You have to force me to watch.
Yo, this is super dope.
Everybody, I'm all set.
You guys all like this?
Yo, bro, listen. Hogwarts dropped. I beat Hogwarts in 3 days. I fucking had 75% of Hogwarts beat because I'm a fucking gamer.
That's the new joint, right?
Yeah, 75%. Bro, listen, I took a whole week off from work to play this shit and beat it before my vacation started. Like,
you're a gamer.
Yeah, so like Krusin goes, oh yeah, this shit looks dope, I'm gonna try it. This man tried it, he started the file. Have you played it since? Okay,
I played that one. I played that one night. But hold on. My name on the game was Krusin Nega Wizard.
Nega Wizard?
Yeah. Wow. Hold on, no. So there's this meme. Yeah, Nega. So there's this meme. Yeah, there's this Fairly Odd Parents episode where they meet the Nega Chin. Yeah, the Crimson. Have you ever seen the Fairly Odd Parents?
I know who they are. Yeah, they have the Red Man did it.
Yeah, they have the Crimson Chin. They have the Crimson Chin. He's like a character. Okay. There's one episode where there's the Nega Chin, and they have Crocker, and he's like, we can laugh at it. Yo. Crocker literally, he pulls up on the screen and Crocker goes, "It's the nigga chin." I swear to God. I swear to God. It's part of the show. He literally says it's the nigga chin, but the dude's name is the nega chin. Yeah. Like it's like the negative chin.
And it's even worse because he's like a fully black character.
Are you serious?
Yeah. No, and like
his outfit is fully black.
Because when you say nega anything, like if you say it the wrong way,
she asked. You said what?
Yeah. So
you can't say that word fast.
My wizard's name was Krusin Nega Wizard.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Here's your chance.
Why can't you say it? Go ahead and say it.
It's your time. What's my wizard's name?
Why are you gay?
Nega.
No, you are gay.
Krusin Nega Wizard.
Nega is crazy. What up, Nega? Nega.
Oh, shit. Yeah, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, they did. That was slick.
I saw that clip, bro, and I was crying. It's like, yo, there's no way nobody was like,
it's so bad.
It's a little inappropriate. Like,
I mean, it depends on, definitely a bunch of people were like that, but like sometimes.
No, I said the same thing. It's like in context of the show, it's like this isn't wrong. But
they knew
if you apply wrong logic to it, it immediately becomes.
The people in the studio, they did that.
Literally,
it literally becomes crazy.
But. Hey, you gotta spice it up a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, that's true.
Shake the globe.
It's the nigga chin.
So, talking about shaking the globe, like, what do you think these days could like make a hip hop artist different?
Make a hip hop artist different?
Yeah, because like everything kind of seems like it's been done under the sun.
So everything's super oversaturated, and hip hop is no longer about lyricism, it's about vibes. So like in order for you to be different, you just have to be a great rapper.
Create a vibe.
Like listen, man, I love music, and I won't be like that person who's in the middle part of like older heads and younger heads and be like, man, I hate this new wave. But like it's all vibes. It's something that feels good to listen to. Like being different is very hard because people don't want it. So like what you like, I'm different. If you dive into my music, you're gonna just listen to somebody who likes to rap. I'm sure if you do that to Krusin, it's the same thing. But unfortunately, you can't really do anything. You won't make it anymore, really, unless you're like extremely good, and then you're gonna have an underground following. Like look at Griselda. They're actually really good boom bappers.
They're fire.
Yeah, they're super gas. Like we can all sit here and agree how great they are.
And they're rich as hell.
Yeah, they are because of the lane.
They definitely getting it.
The lane that they follow does have success and it has fans, but they won't ever reach something that like a Lil Uzi will reach. They won't reach a Trippie Redd level. They won't reach.
But you can't say. But I'm not. You can't say. But you don't think that they've reached it in their own
way. Yes.
Space.
So me and Details, we argued about this a lot because like he feels that same way, and I agree with you. And like for me, like as a person that does that style like of music,
like,
that is definitely
in time. Like he has a
he's done everything. I bet you if you ask Benny, like you've done everything you probably ever wanted to do as a hip hop artist, he would say yeah. Like I'm sure he has a song with J. Cole. Yeah. Like he's not fucking making the wrong moves, but like you'll just never unfortunately reach like the mainstream wave of where those guys are. But like you're probably still get played on the radio and you've done what you wanted to do, so you're not unsuccessful by any means. Like you are 100% successful. You've done everything you want to do, and I would take that shit. I would take that and have no problems because like who gives a fuck about wanting to be seen by everybody? Who gives a fuck about wanting to be the top like fucking weird mainstream rapper right now?
You need enough fans to
like
make
they
money.
have like their own Nikes.
They gas, bro. You're not about to fucking tell me Griselda ain't good. Like, nah, fuck that. Who cares? Like, people want to hear vibes, and that's cool. And like, everyone's gonna promote that type of shit. And like, that's what's cool about people that are different now. Like, they have a different lane and shit. Like, like us as rappers. Like, I know you're more of like an old school rapper too, and you have lyrics and you're actually fire. And like, same with us. Like, we'll always have that lane and shit. And like, I'll never be concerned with being where like some of those rappers are. It's just not important for me. But I also love creating art, and I bet you they all feel the same way. They don't give a fuck, bro. He said that song with J. Cole, he says it like he turned down a bag when he had nothing in his bank account. Like, he had fucking small money because like that shit wasn't important to him, bro, about selling out. What was important was being like known in your lane. Like that's why Details loves Sean Price. Sean Price that's one of his favorites. It was because he's known as the fucking best at what he fucking did, and he died like that, bro. That boy died with no money, bro. Yeah. He died. Unfortunately, he didn't die like in a
rapper, you know.
Yeah,
Sean
he didn't die in a place though where his family was gonna be good for generations. Sean Price did that shit knowing that like I'm just gonna go down as Sean Price, the best rapper that did this shit. Like, and that shit's super sad. Like his wife is still super active in the hip hop community, and she has to be like, and it sucks because like he was also a troubled person. You know what I mean? He never came out of what he was living. So like, you know, people respect Sean Price, like especially Details. He'll tell you like that's the shit that he aspires to be. Because that's what matters in that lane.
I got to meet him once.
That's fire
for a few.
And that's what should matter to you. Your end goal.
He shook my hand. That shit swallowed my hand.
You never watched it?
I don't know about all that.
It's the same hand.
No, I was just playing.
I put it immediately in my pants though.
Oh, okay, all right. See, so for me, I think that like
that part right
like
there.
Whatever your end goal is, like
but I stick and move. We keep going. We keep moving.
Whatever your end goal is as an artist, and mine would be exactly the same as what theirs is. That should be your success level that you feel like you're at.
So
100.
your end goal, your end game is what?
So for me, my end game would be just to be known as a amazing rapper. Period. I don't give a fuck. Like if I ever make money, like to the point where I'm well off, like it would be cool. It'd definitely be something. I was never in shit for the fame. I was always against people that were like, I got famous and I have no talent. Like, no, bro, like I'm actually a rapper and it'd be cool to be recognized. Like it'd be straight. And like, if I have a good job, I always made sure my life was good outside of this shit. So like at the end of the day, I'll take care of my kid.
Right.
I got a crib. I got whatever the fuck I ever wanted. I'm in a place right now where I have everything I've ever wanted. You know what I mean? I've got the truck I've always wanted and shit, bro. Like, there's no limit to my success as a person. So like in hip hop, it's just as long as you know that I'm gonna fucking eat you up in a song, like it don't matter to me, man.
Gotcha.
People make music usually with me because they know that I'm extremely talented and I'm gonna out rap most likely everyone that we get with, bro. Like every time I ever get features or people fuck with me and people don't understand why, is because when you work with me in the studio or you see what I've done for myself as a person and like I've created my own studio, bro. Like I've done everything. I've offered it to whoever the fuck. I've tried to help everybody. Like you're not gonna sit here and lie to my face and tell me that we're garbage. That's why we got into that whole spat with these fucking guys. Because they want to discredit people.
What guys?
Inappropriality. So they wanted, really? Oh yeah, we were a part of the whole Muda shit.
Really?
Yes, we were a part of the whole shit because they mentioned SaySome because Tox fucks with us. So I have a song against Muda called Edgelord. But we're on the whole project that Tox released. But like I don't have any disrespect towards that kid. Like once they fought, they did that like whole boxing shit. That's where that shit ends for me.
They actually did?
Yeah, it was funny. I mean, like, Tox beat him, but it's like, at the end of the day, I got respect for the kid.
Yo, you're smack.
Nah, because listen.
I didn't say nothing.
Nah, I know. You don't have to.
Nah, I'm going to be real with you right now because, like, he came out here saying people were nobodies and shit, and I laughed. I watched his little podcast with you, and I was
he was talking about you guys, though?
Yeah, he was talking about SaySome.
Who he was talking about, man.
Bro,
I don't put on no shoes that don't fit me.
Listen. I don't have any bad things to say about the kid. He was super respectful afterwards.
He could rap too, though.
I have nothing bad to say about him.
No, he can. Y'all not gonna do that.
Nobody said he can't.
Oh, okay.
Let's get that out the way.
Okay.
But you know what the problem is? He would say we can't. So like,
I don't think he believes that.
I don't care if he does or not. It's the disrespect level. So like, you come
active antagonism.
Hold on.
Is enough.
Yeah.
But
So I want to say like this. We're not trying to provoke any scenarios.
No.
I'm actually balancing it out by giving both y'all the credit. This is
what I want before
I got into my
before
own
y'all
argument.
provide anything else. There's no disrespect for Carla and her camp. There's no disrespect for Mike Torch in their camp or like everybody he fucks with. We love Macway. Macway's a good fucking dude.
Macway's fire.
He's super talented.
He's underrated.
You know, we hosted a show. We had him on our lineup. So like we fuck with him.
I got a song.
As far as Muda and Coney and Unknown go,
yeah,
I have zero bad shit to say about them because at the end of the day, this is what happened. We got into the spat. Everyone dissed each other. Everything was dope about it.
Yeah.
They went and fought and they hashed shit out. I talked to him outside the building.
Yeah.
He was a nice ass fucking dude. Just like if you talk to me on a respectful level, we gonna be cool. If it's a lot different if you're not, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit up here and disrespect you, act like shit ain't gonna be nothing's gonna happen. So he wasn't like that at all. The dude was nice. So like outside of everything, I have no disrespect towards them. Like me and Krusin feel the same way. We don't wake up caring about shit like that. So like I'm not gonna sit up here and call them nobodies because in their lane they probably doing what they're doing shit. So like it's cool. But as far as the shoe on the other foot, he's younger than us. He probably thinks a little bit differently than we do. So it is what it is. We have no problems with those people, bro. Like we said what we had to say. We dissed them. We put out all that shit. Tox is my guy. They said something about us. We wrote for them. They wrote for their boys. Like,
see, if everyone was chill, he was on the show. We had a good time. Yeah. Like, you know, everyone can be.
No, can
hold hands and sing Kumbaya.
No, you had You had Worm on the show recently, and it's funny.
Worm's good dude.
No, you want to hear a funny ass story?
Funny
ass story, bro.
I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
shout out to all those guys. There's no love. There's no ill will towards them whatsoever. And like, if I saw them in person, it'd be all love. It's who gives a fuck, bro? We're all from the same place trying to do the same shit, so it doesn't matter,
right?
But like, there's no reason for me not to like you anymore. Right. Like, we already settled that shit. So like, that only thing that rubbed me the wrong way is I felt like he came up here and acted like they still discredit and disrespect like how we make music and how we do things, calling us nobodies. Bro, I had Carla in my inbox.
They said that on this show.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't remember.
Did they name you, or you just saying it was subliminal?
No, it was subs.
Okay,
he said nobodies. I'm not going to mention names, but they're nobodies. I literally was like, I just laughed at it because at the end of the day, like, I expect him to keep his persona. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's how he feels, that's how he feels. Okay. I'm also different. So, like, I'm not going to call you a nobody because, like, you are Muda. You're doing what you're doing. So, like, I have no bad things to say about you. I also know nothing about you, bro. So, like, where the fuck would I be coming from talking shit about what he's done? How would I even discredit anything? I don't know anything about you, bro. Right. So, like, that's how I think of things. And it's the same way. He knows zero about us. When he dissed me, there was a few things I put in the beginning of my song, blah, 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 hoopity hoop, blah. I ain't hear a word you said, hippity hoop. I put the 8 Mile part in it because I knew just 3 things you could say about me. You knew his girl used to work with my girl. You knew where I worked, so you were going to talk about my job. You know I'm a white rapper, and you're going to talk about my girl because she works with your friend or your manager. So, like, I put that shit in there on purpose because it's like, there's nothing you can say to me that will literally, like, I know it sounds funny because it's from 8 Mile, but there's nothing you can say to me that will make me feel any lower or lesser about myself, bro.
Everybody, as a artist, right, you should feel like you're the best at what you do, bro. And you should put your best.
And that's why I respect him because,
right?
like, he didn't back down from somebody like Tox. Bro, Tox is fucking Tox could rap, bro. So it's like you fucking with the wrong person when you fuck with someone like Tox.
I argued with Big Worm about Tox and Muda for an hour.
Well, the thing is like Big Worm, right? Big Worm came up to me at a show before he didn't know that we was beefing with them. During the beef, Big Worm came up to me and not knowing who I am and was like, yo, you're fire, bro. Like, I want to work. And I like knew who he was because I saw him with them. I was like, all right, cool. And then like nothing ever came out of that. And then one day I'm doing an interview, right? And this big motherfucker sitting on the other side of the table. And I'm interviewing him for a job. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, you know who I am, bro? And he was like, no. And I was like, bro, I'm Martian. And he was like, no shit. He was like, take your hat off. I took my hat off. He was like, holy shit, bro. And I hired him. He had a good attitude in the interview. I fucked with the kid. I could tell he was young. He had a great drive. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna hire this kid. Bro, Worm's literally come to my studio after and made songs with us. I have a song out with Worm. He has a song on his album with Worm.
Worm is on my album.
He's a good fucking kid. I fuck with people. And I bet you it would be the same way if we like met those dudes like for real outside of everything. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of the shit is kind of our fault. We went to one of their shows one time and we don't fuck with that style of music. And we were drinking and we were kind of being haters at the bar. So like, to be real with you,
I disagree that we was hating.
I'm not even gonna.
The plot thickens.
Hold on.
He's just being
Krusin. Before you say
it's true. This is Martian's truth.
No, before you say anything. No, because like he feels differently to me. That's completely logical. He's his own person. So for me, I was drinking. I know T Swan from school. He was there for his boy, I think Darius.
Nicest too.
Yeah, he's super fire.
Recorded my first song.
Yeah, so like,
no issues with
we all know each other. So like, we're in the back. Like, we asked him if he fucked with it, and he was like, "Yeah, that's my guy." We was being assholes. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, it's cool. They got mad, obviously, but like, this shit goes a little bit deeper than that too. Like, my boy who I worked with knew Muda, and he was like, "Yo, this is years and years ago." He was like, "Yo, you should work with this dude." I was like, "Okay, cool. Like, let me hit him up." And I hit the dude up. I sent him a song that we was working on. It's called "Setting the Bar." And he answered, was like, yep, okay, we'll get something done. And then literally a few months later, he went and leased the same beat and released a song on his album to it. And we was kind of just like, this is before all of this shit happened at the bar. And I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. Because like, I just inboxed this dude the song. And it's like, it could be a coincidence. We never talked to him. So it's like, if the shit happened coincidentally, cool. Like, everybody's on YouTube looking for beats to lease and shit. And like, before we got producers, that's what we were doing. So we was kind of like, okay, that's kind of whack though. Like, what it is what it is. We was a little salty about it. Well, I was, at least. I can't speak for him. So like, you know, the shit happens at the bar. All the shit pops off. Like, one of their friends threatens to come shoot up the studio, basically. And we're like, bro, like, the studio's in my house where my son lives. Like, you sound crazy as fuck right now. You're gonna pull up and shoot up my house right now because you're mad about stupid shit that obviously kept transpiring between all of us. So it just got out of hand. And then tox shit happened. And for me,
so that was separate from Tox.
Exactly. Okay. So like, when we were mentioned, it was just easy for us to say something. You know what I'm saying? Because like, we obviously didn't really like them. They didn't like us. It was just brewing. So like,
it was a lot of extenuating circumstances with you. People, my fault. There was a lot of circumstances. Niggas in their crew already had issues with us on their own separate levels. Yeah. Aside from that whole beat thing,
people don't really like us, bro. So like, all right, I'm gonna be real with you. Like, we're very vocal about shit. Like, I will tell you the honest opinion always. I will never lie to you. So like, if I don't like some shit, you're not really gonna like me. So like, it is what it is. And like, we get a lot of hate before people know us. So I can get both sides of it, and that's why I say I have no ill will towards any of that. They're all fucking cool kids, bro. Like, they all do fire shit. What they do in their lane is super gas. I could never do what they do. You know, I can't make songs like that, bro. So like, why would I ever take away from that? Yeah. Just like, as long as it's not happening on both sides, like, or on the other side where you're taking away from like the shit I do, I have no problems with you, bro. I could see you, have a drink with you. I'll fucking work with people in the studio. I don't care. That's just how I am. Because it's like, at the end of the day, we're all from Springfield, Mass, doing the same shit, running the same circuits, working with the same people. I don't need to talk shit about you. Yeah. That shit don't make no sense, bro.
I respect that.
I got love for everybody at the end of the day. Krusin wakes up and no hate in his heart every day. He posts that shit and it's annoying as hell because I'll be mad. I'll be waking up mad. But I'm like, you know what? He's right. I got no hate in my heart. Why the fuck would I hate on people, bro? I don't want somebody hating on me for no reason. That just sounds dumb as hell.
I'm fine until someone fucks up my routine.
In the day, just period.
Yeah, I'm just like get out of my way if you're going slower than me. Yeah. Like, you know, don't trip me up.
I experience momentary anger.
Yeah,
like,
but you know what? Don't be a douche about it.
I know, but you gotta recognize that like there's more than just the way that you feel about shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, like you can't
live life like that.
Obstacles getting in simple things though.
But
simple common sense things.
In order to get around that though, like mentally, you should just understand that like you're gonna always have something in your way, and for you to get frustrated about it.
Listen, Buddha.
I'm not telling them. You share the planet.
Creates nothing for
right.
bro. This is why people call me the
right.
Martian, bro. I am not like everybody, bro. I am fucking. I don't think like I get mad about shit too, bro. Don't let me fucking trip you out, like or lie to you. Like
I said you wake up angry.
I do,
but who doesn't?
Nah, but like at the end of the day,
anybody who wakes up just like real peppy,
I'm angry every morning because my dogs are whining at my door.
Yeah, because you just woke up.
You also to me in meeting you in however long it's been, hour. You seem like a successful successful person in life.
Are you hitting on?
He kind of is. It's cool.
You seem like a successful person in life, right? We were talking about your job. You sound like you're well off. So like at the end of the day, bro, like none of that shit matters because you're still killing shit. So
thank you, man.
Man, it's the way it goes. I was a horrible kid, bro. I sold drugs. I dropped out of school. I did literally nothing to help myself. I got my license mad late in my life, and I changed shit so quick in the last like 10 years of my life, bro. I have literally everything I ever wanted just because of my attitude. So
I would say what you just said
sounds like
for me,
guy.
like 10 years before that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, like, at what point in your life do you just fucking stop being a fuckboy, right? Like, you got to figure shit out, man. Like,
it was fun for a while.
No, it was. And then I got my baby mom pregnant, and my life was fucked after that. So I was like, I'm going to change everything right now because one, she's crazy, and two, I need to fucking be good on my own, bro. Like, I can't just I'm not bringing a kid into this world and not being able to raise the fucking kid, bro. Like, my family is super angry people. So, like, I grew up in a fucking aggressive household, and I won't let my son grow up with that same shit, bro. Like, Krusin check me all the time. I'll be coming home ranting to him, and he'd be like, you sound kind of stupid right now. And I'm like, oh shit, all right, cool, that's why I told you, so I'm gonna chill out. I'm not gonna raise my son like that, bro. Like, that's the main thing I care about in life now. My goal right now in life is to raise a kid and make sure he doesn't turn out as the teenager I turned out to be. I got into fights, I was getting arrested, I was selling drugs, I was doing stupid shit. Like, my son's always gonna have shit, bro. You ain't gonna have to do none of that. Fuck all that.
Respect it.
I'm gonna give him my truck. I bought a Tacoma 2016.
I'm gonna give him my truck.
Listen, I'm gonna give him my goddamn truck, bro. I'm gonna be like,
go hunting.
That's real
hell
shit.
yeah.
That's the shit you want to hear.
Listen, nah.
Got a 10-point book.
I'm gonna hold this shit for 10 years, right? I'm gonna pay off that shit. I'm gonna chill with it. I'm gonna let it get old. And when my son fucks it up, like, all right, I'm gonna buy you something else. And then you had your first car, your first fucking problem. Like, I'm not gonna let my son struggle, bro. Fuck all that, bro.
Fuck that. I'm making my kids struggle.
Nah, listen, man. My son can struggle.
Character building.
He can struggle.
Yeah.
Nah, he can struggle in like the ways you're supposed to struggle, bro. You like
earn things.
struggle in class, bro. Struggle with fucking girls. Struggle.
How
with
old your kid?
My son?
Yeah.
2. Is it gonna change? Is that what you about to tell me?
I'm just saying, like, you start after a while kind of losing control.
All right. Well,
I mean, you impart your beliefs in what you can on your children, but ultimately they're still making their own decisions.
As much as I understand that, as much as I understand that, and I'm not trying to sound like I'm operating from a basis where I need to control it. Like, my son's gonna grow and be exactly probably what the fuck I was, but I'm gonna make sure at the end of the day I was more supportive to my parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, my parents had their own shit going on. They hated each other. Like, I'm just gonna make sure I'm supportive. I don't give a fuck about anything else. Like, oh, you don't want my truck? Fuck you then. Go get something else. Like, it is what it is. My son's gonna be able to eat, have clothes, go to school. I don't give a fuck what else you do. Yeah, other than that, get the fuck out. Like, you 18, cool, figure it out, bro. Like, you can stay as long as you want, but as soon as you start hitting like 21 and you're coming home drunk, or 25 and you fucking doing stupid shit, and then, oh my God, nah, you getting the fuck out, bro. You gonna have to figure it out. That's what happened to me, bro. Like,
my kid's such a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Like, and he's still 13 years old.
Yeah.
He's just a good, like, he does some stupid shit.
Yeah, but he's 13.
But he's still just a good kid.
Yeah, man. Raising kids is hard. There's no manual to this shit, bro. We were just watching the Chris Rock special, and he was saying that we have the worst offspring. We have to raise them for 18 years, and it's fucking cat. They fuck up the whole time. He's like 2 or 3 days, a bird be pushing their babies out the nest. So it's like it's more of a challenge for us, obviously. But like, at the end of the day, bro, I wouldn't have it any other way. I never wanted kids. My baby mom got pregnant, and that was it.
The only thing that fucks with me is just like knowing I have the responsibility of taking care of them. It fucks me up. Like, I have to make sure.
Well, you're also
things are straight.
Yeah,
you know what
you're
I mean?
also at a phase that I haven't hit yet. So like, for me, taking care of my son is as simple as keeping him fed and not sick. So I'm scared of that. Like, when he becomes a teenager and shit, that shit does worry me. Or even like just in middle school, like, or elementary school. I mean, like, that does scare me. Like, you're putting your kid in the world, and they just have to fucking do things and you're not around for it. So it does kind of freak me out. But I'll be trying not to get invested in that thought process because it's like, that's what happened to me.
Prepare yourself.
Yeah.
Because they are going to be subjected to other energies out there.
And well, and we all were. So like, I'm just going to have to trust that I did a good enough job that my son understands right from wrong. And other than that, you're going to fuck up. Like,
but you got to arm them.
Yeah. Not for sure. I agree.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Mentally, physically, and spiritually.
Well, listen, bro, when I grew up, my mom's boyfriend was Spanish, 18 years. First thing he taught me was how to fight. He was like, you are going to get picked on. You're going to know how to fight. Taught me how to box. You're going to be bad at sports. So I'm going to teach you how. I was nice. I'm fucking still good at basketball. I be shocking people when I play ball with them. Like, I grew up in a household where like all he did was arm me with shit. So like my son going to be good. I'm not stressed about that at all. I'm more stressed about like his own mental shit, like what he's going to deal with, because you never know what people are going to end up like. So, you know what I mean? Like, other than that, he's going to be good. Like, he's going to be huge because I'm fucking big. He's already big as fuck. So I'm not too worried about that.
What's going to happen then is you're going to hit 40.
And then it slows down, right? Listen, I got 12 years. So my son will be 14 when I'm 40.
That's what my son's 13 now.
All right.
So I was a little.
Are you trying to scare me, man?
I'm just saying.
No.
Do you have a kid as well?
I have 4.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I got 2.
You got 2?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I don't.
13. And
I don't know. Like, my thing is like, I don't know if I want another kid because I don't want to have multiple baby moms. My first one's already crazy.
I have one baby's mom.
Literally?
Yeah, I have one.
See, I would love it that way. I would love to have more
just leave a quarter
kids
on the sink
with the same crazy mom that I have, but it's not gonna happen. So I just don't want to have like multiple problems. Like, I already.
Yeah, I feel you there.
I'm trying to figure out how to, like, me and her, we started dating like super early, so I'm trying to figure out our communication level where it's healthy. And like, she doesn't believe me that I want to find that. She thinks that like everything I do is like a slight to her and shit. And like, I can't tell you how hard it is to actually get along with her. And I'm trying my best right now. Like, I'm just trying to find that healthy lane of communication to the point where she doesn't feel like I'm being vindictive. Because like, I also joke too much. I play too much. Everything's a joke. Like, she said something to me the other day when I was picking my son up. And I laughed at her because I laugh in awkward situations. And she thought I was laughing in her face, and she fucking was mad as hell. And I was like, I'm sorry, I laughed. I'm going to try to control my reaction next time. So next time you say something and my brain goes, okay, laugh because this is awkward, I'm just going to try to chill. And like, I'm working on that actively because like, God knows I don't want any problems. She don't got me on child support. And I'm good right now. So.
Yeah, I could confidently say like I get along with my baby mom.
Yeah, and that's just important.
Like, as much as I like sometimes I be the one that still kind of be having I go negativity or whatever, if anything, and I really don't. I just like keep to myself, right? But the one thing I make sure of is I answer when I feel like answering. Like, I don't answer to you no more.
Yeah, that's
and so not that I answered her to begin with, but there's a reason to be answering her.
Well, at the end of the day,
you know what I'm saying?
It's all about the kid, bro.
But I would say that's one thing I will give her a heads up to. She's like, she don't really, for the most part, try and calls me.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, I would say just
time.
That's
yeah, it's taking time, but I'll be okay.
And what's for you will be for you. That's the other thing.
And recognize that people do change over time.
Yeah, I think that's what we're realizing now.
Break. All right, you know what? We're gonna go to a quick break. Yeah, he already took a break, but whatever. We're all gonna get our chance. So we'll be back in a couple minutes, man. We got a track of his actually coming up. I think it's the initials. I think is it initials?
Oh, the LMW. It's On My Wrist.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah, it's a song we did with a guy from Sweden, and it's actually doing extremely great numbers right now. And we're hoping to hit Spotify release radar because it will give you a boost. So
that's what's
cool as hell.
Yeah, well, thanks to Krusin because he fucking networks with everybody because he's Mr. Glizzy. But yeah, shout out No Cash. The song we're gonna play is called On My Wrist by No Cash featuring Krusin and John Martian.
Providing I didn't fuck up and put a different track.
If it's okay if you did.
If you fucked up, you'll hear it at the end at least.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
All right.
She took away my money, trying to make me feel so funny. Yeah, I've been walking, yeah. Riding on my own bike. Shiny on my wrist, on my wrist, on my wrist. Yeah, I'm spending all my money trying to make me feel so funny, yeah. I'll be in Miami, yeah. Dreaming till I make it there.
I had a dream about my wrist, it was too heavy to lift. I'm about to drown and I ain't spent a penny to drip. The label sent it as a gift with some Henny to sip. I got everything I want, they just keep sending me shit. I'm about to pop, if you gotta get it sent to me quick. I can't let opinions stick when they meant to be flipped. Shorty played herself when she expected a trip. She don't like me, that's my bad, I meant to be sick. I exercise in the stool, so I'm mentally fit. The crown is temporary, that mean it's meant to be strict. They living free in my head, collect, rent, or evict. They manipulate my words, try to sentence me quick. I never fall for it, I'll be tempted a bit. Like I said, might have strained it, got a 10 to my wrist. Give me a couple $100K, I'll strap 10 to my wrist. I'm giving you the game, pay attention to this. I'm cruising.
Riding on my own.
I'm about to pop, if you gotta get it sent to me quick.
Shiny on my wrist, on my wrist, on my wrist. Yeah, I'm spending all my money trying to make me feel so funny, yeah. I'll be in Miami, yeah. Dreaming till I make it there.
Trying to get to the level where it gets in the bezel. Diamonds on me, now I'm never gonna settle till I'm on Long Beach. Bad bitch in stilettos, spilling drinks on me and everything is all me. There were days I wouldn't sleep, plays booming on the metro till my wrist on freeze. Diamonds red, blue and yellow, we just twist palm trees with a bitch on knees. Trying to lick on me, trying to make my life special, get iced out. New chains got me choked up, chilling with some hoes who ain't never gonna ghost us. Miami Vice's big rims, trips to Boca. Drip on Midas, new jeweler got the gold touch. Old chick see me make it big since we broke up. Made it on the scene, big screen, got some cold fronts. Ice in my teeth, on freeze, drip, froze up. Money counter running through the cheese, and I woke up. Then I woke up.
Shiny on my wrist, on my wrist, on my wrist. Yeah, I'm spending all my money trying to make me feel so funny, yeah. I'll be in Miami, yeah. Dreaming till I make it there. I'll be on my own, I'll be on my own. I'll be on my own, I'll be on my own. I'll be on my own, I'll be on my own.
Giving a call regards to the ads on Craigslist.
Yeah, which one?
So you got the 3 foot tall pipe?
Yeah, for the truck?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that thing still available?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was looking at kind of like make an elaborate like crack pipe or something, you know, and it looks perfect.
Nah, it's not good for your health.
Nah, well, you know, it's screwed anyways. I'm gonna only live once, you know? Is there a possibility of, you know, you think I could be able to drill in that with like a diamond tip drill or something?
Probably not, man. You're gonna ruin it, you know what I mean, if you do that?
I'm trying to make like a carb off to the side so I can really get the blowtorch on top, you know?
Yeah.
Well, these little pipes, they just don't do nothing. I gotta keep packing the rock in, I end up wasting money.
Yeah, true. How much money you waste?
I would say, you know, I'm spending an extra $50, and it usually equivalates to sucking at least 1 or 2 extra dicks, you know?
Alright, peace out.
Hello?
Oh, yes, hi. I'm down at the front desk. We're getting some complaints about noise disturbances coming from your room. They're saying
we're sleeping.
Okay, they're saying they're hearing a flap, 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 and a gawking.
No, it's not here. We're sleeping.
All right. How many people are in the room with you?
Who is this?
This is Carl down at the front desk.
Oh, it's me and my wife.
Okay, because they're saying there's a lot of curry coming out from the room.
No, we are sleeping.
Okay. You guys aren't in the middle of being intimate, are you?
No.
Okay, we figured maybe that was the flapping.
No.
Could you use some ice cubes? Is there any chafing?
No.
Okay. Just remember to breathe and use your back.
Okay.
All right. Sweet dreams and
Okay.
toodaloo.
Okay.
I'll see you in the morning. I'll be there with some grits and some bacon for you.
Or Nexus did it.
Yeah.
What's good? We back in.
This hat I'm wearing is the album we did. We were from 16 Acres.
Oh, word?
Yeah, we did an album called The Acres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just letting y'all know we back in so y'all say some shit. Some
kind of
incriminating shit. You know
Ask
what I
me
mean?
some incriminating shit right now.
One time at band camp.
Nah, not band.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, do you think to still pop in music, do you think still lyricism does count?
Yes. I think like a lot of the music that does have vibes is just nonsense, but there are those artists out there that make like vibey shit that are they're fucking lyricists. Like, dude, I hate this is gonna sound funny because I'm sure everybody loves him, but I hated Rod Wave.
Who?
Rod Wave.
Oh yeah,
The chubby singing dude.
I like Moray though.
Okay, he's super gassed though. He's like the next level Rod Wave.
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, because he actually be fucking spitting.
Yeah,
but the
like-
more I listen, so like I like sadder music sometimes.
Okay.
So like the more I gave him a chance, the more I started realizing like there are people out there with that sound that are actually fucking rapping, and it's like he opened my mind a long time ago to like not fucking with shit. Like I was real like I fuck with this only, this is that, like all this shit is garbage.
It's kind of like that at one
He
point,
changed
too.
my mind state on shit.
But I think that also I was the same way, and you changed my mind state on music.
Yeah.
I think that people have their own inhibitions towards.
Yeah. Oh,
their
because
own
listen,
things, you know.
Well, and you
so-
can always be exposed by something new by someone
exactly.
too.
So it's not like
You
it's
guys,
not like I just
you
showed
guys ever
you
heard
things
how
you showed me. New
you ever
music.
heard how me and Krusin met? No, probably not.
No.
So my favorite rapper is Tech Nine.
And
Like-
at the time, I really liked Childish
Yeah,
Gambino.
And we were in a car with a homie that is a mutual homie, and we was driving, and he was talking about his musical opinion. We was kids. It was like in high school, and I was talking about mine, and I was like, nah, Childish Gambino's trash, which I won't say anymore because I actually fuck with him now. But like at the time, I just didn't like his voice. It was like Chance for me, Chance the rapper. I couldn't get into him for a really long time, and then realized he was super talented. And I was like, I'm an idiot. But like that's how
Yeah,
I
he is
was.
actually
I didn't like voices, and he was like, you're dumb. You like Tech Nine.
Well,
And-
because at the time, Tech Nine to me was hibbity gibbity chaw.
Yeah,
like
so
I just wasn't.
so
fucking with
he
it.
goes, he said that to me, and I was brolic as hell, and I was like, yo, like I should punch you in your face right now. And Kyle,
It got like that.
nah,
it got like that quick.
in the middle of the car, Kyle turns around and goes, so do it.
I said, so punch
So I was
me,
like,
dog.
bet. So I started trying to hit Kyle in the car while my boy was driving. My boy was just stop it. So like we ended up pulling over, and I was hot, so I left, and then like I ended up feeling horrible. I sold bud, so I gave my boy some bud for him. I was like, yo, give him some bud. We didn't talk for like a couple years.
I held the resentment for a while.
Yeah, we didn't talk, and then like his boy started pushing like my music to him, like, hey, he's good, and then he was doing it to me too, and I was like, I don't really fuck with it, I don't like him, blah blah blah. And then one day he invited me over his house and didn't tell me Kyle was there, and I don't know if he told you, but Kyle had dreads, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'll come through. So I drove to my boy's crib in West Side, so I couldn't go back if I saw Kyle because I didn't like him. So like I fucking got there and I walked in, and as soon as I turned, Kyle's sitting with the headphones on band, what was it? Garage Band, making a beat, and I was like, okay, I was like, that's kind of dope. Like you just sitting here making a beat, and like I was kind of like trying not to focus on like what was happening. My boy was playing a game, I think it was Rocket League,
probably,
and I was like more focused on the fact that Kyle was making music, and I was like, okay, like I kind of fuck with this, like that's pretty cool. And he was like, yeah, like, you know, all humble and shit about it. And I was like, all right. And he showed me, and I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty fucking dope. Next thing you know, this guy's living with me. We're fucking paying bills and shit. We got our own crib. Like it just happened so quick, bro. We have 5 albums together.
Yeah, it's sweet. You guys fell in love.
Right.
No,
It was love at first punch.
Nah, listen.
Well, you see?
Nah, I love it. You're right. It was a touching moment. He was like, "Y'all gay?" Nah, but listen, I put out, thanks to him, no bullshit. He taught me how to mix and master and shit. I put out 16 albums.
Oh shit!
In the last 3.5 years, I have 400 plus songs. In the last 4 years almost.
Wow.
And I don't think I would have had any of that if it wasn't for him. So like at the end of the day, it's hilarious to look back. We actually have a song called Origin Story on my first album, which is hilarious to listen to now. But it's like, it's just crazy how shit like that works, bro. Like we're workaholics. So like there's not someone in our city, there's really very few people in our city that have catalogs like we have. Like we have constant music. I'm working on 4 albums right now. 4 separate albums with separate people. Me and him are working on one. I'm working on one with my producer called Dudley Boys. I'm working on part 2 to my first album ever with the first producer I ever worked with. And I'm fucking, fuck is the other thing? I'm doing some other shit. I can't remember right now, but there's so much of it. I could go into my studio and just dive into a bunch of shit. We just dropped something on the 20th of January. Both of us, same time. We dropped albums at the same time, let people bump them. It's just what we do, man.
They're doing good too.
Yeah.
And where can they find all this shit?
Anywhere, every platform. You can find, if you just look up John Martian or Krusin, we're the first things, thankfully, that pop up. I had to change my name like 3 times.
Krusin with the K.
So
other people had it? Or?
So like when I first started rapping, Details actually named me. Like Details was like, I wanted to be Martian. He was like, nah, John Martian. And I was like, nah, like I don't fuck with that. I went as Martian. And then I put my shit on DistroKid. And then they were like, which one are you out of 40? And I said, fuck. So I changed it to Martian the Anomaly, right? I was that for a little bit, and it was a mouthful. People were messaging me like, how do you spell that? They were asking me, how do you spell anomaly? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
And like, I'm like, fuck, yo. After like a few years, I just changed my shit back like a half a year ago. I started realizing like, this man Details was right, bro. I didn't want my name in it. I didn't want it to be, because my last name's Martin. Like, I didn't want it to be just my name.
Yeah, our boy knows you.
Who?
Like he was coming, Rashad.
Rashad Cicero?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. That's your boy?
Is he coming right now?
That's like her uncle.
No fucking way, bro. Aunt is his nephew, Aunt. Bro, that's family. That's straight up family. Like, no bullshit. I grew up down the street from him.
He's coming over?
Nah, he was going to.
Yeah, that's my, yo, no bullshit, bro. That's like my fucking older brother, bro. That's my dude, bro. He comes into my job all the time and get food and shit. I be hooking him up. That's my guy, bro. That's family right there. Him and his sisters were always fucking cool. Like, that's crazy, man. It's a small world, but yeah, I was really good friends with his nephew Anthony.
He raps, right?
I haven't talked to him.
One of his nephews.
I was gonna say because Ant's got like kids and shit. I haven't talked to him in a while. I see Rashad every now and then, but I haven't talked to him for a minute because his brother Waleed has his son is Anthony. So I grew up with like just chilling with all of them. We used to play ball together, bro. Rashad was the first person I dunked on.
Oh shit!
Yeah, let him know.
Yeah, like calling him up on speaker.
Call him up.
I'm frying him up tomorrow. Know that.
That's my dog, though. No bullshit, bro. Like we always got because he was back in the day, bro. He like in our neighborhood.
Nuts in his face.
He would ball. Like we would all ball. He would bring his boys from like Hubbard Park and shit, and they were ballers. So like I would always ball with them, and like I said, I'm good at basketball, and I loved playing everybody in my neighborhood. Yeah, yikes. My hoop was all fucked up and shit. So but I jammed on. He was like, he didn't know I was gonna do it. Like we were just fucking around, and I fucking dunked the ball. He was like, what the fuck? He boxed my mom's boyfriend. He used to box with us in the yard. He was crazy. Yeah, that's my dog, bro.
Cicero, he was here when playing the game. Remember we was playing the game?
Yeah, man, that's my fucking dog, bro. He fucking.
That's who we were at before we got here.
Oh shit. Yeah, man, shit. He came into my job like 2 weeks in a row. I haven't seen him for a while. He came in and was like, yo, what the fuck? He's like, I didn't know you was general manager now. I was like, yeah, dude. I work at Wings Over Springfield down the street.
Oh, yeah?
I'm the general manager there.
Oh, word.
Yeah, so if you guys ever want to get food and shit, holler at me.
That's what's up. Yeah, I love that place.
Give you the friends and family discount.
Not a sponsor.
Yeah.
Not a plug.
Not a plug. Not the wings.
Nah, but like that's I see a lot of people. I see a lot of people like come by because like I fucking work in the center of 16 acres, so I run into a lot of good like old friends and shit. So this is how it goes. Shit, man.
Yeah, no,
small world.
Kids love wings.
They love chicken tenders.
The kids love the wings.
The kids love anytime wings. We go into Pride right there too.
Yeah.
That's I'm a regular at that fucking
That should be
store.
like slogan for the restaurant.
Do you order online or you just order?
Oh no, not at Wings.
So yeah,
I mean I do get wings.
Oh, this motherfucker.
Listen, I used to work at that restaurant.
I do get
this motherfucker's
They're not
a
gonna
traitor.
throw me.
No. If I get wings,
oh, this motherfucker, right? Not those wings. Not
when I
those.
quit that restaurant, I threw some lemon pepper.
Nah, hold on, yo.
What?
Nah, yo, I wasn't working. I wasn't working. But
you were
Kyle,
spiteful.
Nah, they fired Kyle.
They fired me on some bullshit.
Nah, because listen, this girl came to our job with a false positive when COVID popped off, and she still worked. It said positive. None of us knew
it said positive, so I thought she was sick.
Nah, all of our employees freaked out, but Kyle went extra. We have this app that we use to communicate with everyone, and Kyle was posting like crazy.
I was
shit.
tight. They let her come to work with a positive.
Nah, they actually
nobody knew at the time that it was false.
Yeah, they actually shut the restaurant down and cleaned it.
Let the record show. Yeah, they shut the restaurant down. Everything because of me, and then fired me.
Then fired him
on some bullshit, and said I was bullying her.
Sent him a cease and desist.
I posted on Facebook about it. They sent me a cease and desist, and they were going to sue me.
Wow.
That was a good story.
She got real fast.
She went real lemon.
Krusin also, I want this to be on record. Krusin also got into an argument with an employee one time, looked her straight in her face and says, "Suck my dick." And then I woke up one night and I was going to the bathroom and this bitch was coming out my bathroom. And I was like,
she was at the crib sucking my dick.
She did not suck his dick.
Truth.
She did not.
That's the truth.
And she goes,
you don't have to say that.
She goes like this to me. She goes, shh. And I was like, bet. This guy's a dog.
Wow. Not a hot dog.
Mr. Glizzy.
Sometimes
that's a good story.
You gotta be mean to people.
Nah, listen, if Krusin don't like somebody, it's funny as hell to like interact with him because it's like you guys know him because he likes you the way he is, but when he don't like somebody, bro, he's literally when we were standing outside of the fucking one of the shows one night and Coney and like his boys were over there, they said like he was posting on Facebook, this was before all the shit was squashed, like that he was gonna hit him and shit, and Krusin's looking at me like, oh, he didn't say nothing to me. They're like mad loud. I'm like, bro, why you gonna make me get into a fight with people?
Hold on, because
like,
he said that on site he was going to hit me. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shit like that, it's like, why didn't you hit me on site?
Say that about him.
I'd be confused. I'd be confused.
On site, you're gonna fight him.
Just don't say stuff like that.
Nah, it's like they're right. They're literally where the TV is. We're standing here. And then like Krusin's saying this shit, and I'm looking at Krusin like, bro, you know I'm gonna have to fight people. Like they're not. I'm gonna have to start swinging on people, bro. Like what the fuck are you doing to me right now? Be quiet, because you would think I'll be the person to say something, but I'm actually quiet. If you say some shit to me, you ain't even gonna know I'm about to hit you. I'm just gonna fucking hit you. Right. I'm not gonna get into the whole arguing shit.
I just don't appreciate it.
Nah, it's all love now, but it was just a fucked up scenario. I'm like, dude, I was sick as fuck too. Mad sick. I went to the show. Nah, I was just like, I had a cold and I was finally getting over it, but I was still not feeling the best. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna come grab my award and I'm gonna leave. So we wanted an award. And I was like, I grabbed my shit, was trying to get out there, and this guy's over here trying to fight people.
The thing is that it looks a certain way and that I was being antagonized on the low.
Yeah.
So like, like it looks how it looks, but
was
like
a plot.
under posts and under live videos and shit, like my name was being brought up in spaces where I wasn't.
People didn't like hot dog, man.
A lot. Over and over.
Yeah, he tried to
so like I was pretty over it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like I was pretty over it at that point. Like I never really engaged. I don't like to engage in beef. Like you can ask this dude. Like he said, I wake up happy every day. Listen to Linkin Park.
The only time I ever heard,
like I'm not a person that wakes up and thinks about beef.
I've never heard him directly diss someone until literally last year when he dissed Inappropriate Reality.
It's not a thing I do, dude.
And he like mentioned people, and I was like shocked. I was like, this is not like you at all.
It's like I don't know, man. It's like when you come at a person who like has a passion and also like a talent, it's like you just expect it. Like it just doesn't really make sense.
Side note too, the funniest part is that I grew up with my best friend Calvin. He lived on Tyler Street across the street from Mike Torch's mom, and I was really cool with his brothers like TJ and shit, and his brother Nate. So like when all this shit was popping off, me and Mike were like talking, like just the beef was happening, and I was like, yeah, bro, just like.
But that's the thing, is that there was a lot of talking on the side. Like I was at work 9 a.m. and niggas were blowing up my phone, and like that's the part that like niggas don't say. The other side is that they're calling me while I'm at work, trying to ask me what the beef is, and I'm at work not knowing that there's beef. Yeah, nigga, there's a plate being set in front of me, and I haven't even been hungry. Like I don't even understand what y'all are mad at. And you're calling me at work. Like I'm at work dealing with mentally ill people because that's my job. Like I'm doing real life work taking care of somebody's child, and you're calling me about beef.
It's honestly hilarious too.
Like
it all stems because Carla said it was Song of the Year. And Mike,
that's why all this is over.
Yeah, because she goes,
Carla's cool.
Nah, Carla's cool people.
I never had Carla used to hit me up in my inbox. I can show you messages right now offering to manage.
Hold
me.
on,
I can show you those messages before they ever.
You guys have never heard the song "Inappropriate Reality"?
You guys can ask about that.
So it's called "Inappropriate Reality" or something. That's what we named it, right?
I don't know, Nick.
Appropriate Reality. This is so long ago, I don't remember. But in the beginning of the song,
it took too long.
Carla's like, I think song of the year is Hot Dog, and Mike flips out. He's like, that shit is garbage. That shit is trash. Straight trash, Kay. Like yelling.
That
and like,
shit's hilarious.
Nah, we were.
And you guys caught that, like, and recorded it.
I pulled
People
it.
were tagging
I pulled
me
it down.
because Muda's in the fucking
bro.
comments. Muda's in the comments like, "Oh, Krusin sucks. Krusin sucks. I'm Muda. I wear a mask." like he's in the comments being a fucking loser, dude. Your girlfriend's in my comments on fucking YouTube on my video like, "This is dope," and you're mad, bro. Like, I don't know what the issue is. So, like, I've dropped it.
Man.
Love you, Muda, but at the moment you were acting like that. So, like, I don't understand what people expected me to do. I wasn't watching their year-end wrap-up of music.
Yeah, people were tagging.
People were tagging me.
I watched it.
Yeah.
People were actively tagging me.
Yeah.
Krusin, did you see this?
Yeah.
Krusin, are you watching what they're saying?
Yeah.
Krusin, did you?
This is
like,
what
people are
spawned our
actively
song.
tagging me, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't watching that shit. And then when I go and watch it, Muda's in the comments like, "Fuck Krusin." Like, dude, what did I do to you, dog? Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I really don't understand.
I think it stems from
I just
the
don't
show
get it.
scenario.
I never got it.
I think Muda was probably heard about the show shit.
Never got it,
and he was just like talking shit back. But like again, I feel like I said, both sides are really stupid to think when you really think about it. It's really dumb and convoluted.
Yes, I was literally about to say.
Yeah,
it was dumb. It sounds dumb.
So like at the end of the day, like they do what they do, and I fuck with it, and hopefully they feel the same way at this point. Yeah, it's like it is what it is. It's all love and respect. But that song's hilarious because like when we did the song, Mike did a live review, and I was talking to him, and I was like, yo, like just so you know, like there's no disrespect, like it is what it is. Like I called him a fake Charlemagne and whack Angela Yee, and I was like, we literally like he was like he listened to the song and was like, Krusin, how are you the worst person on this disc? And then he played my shit and he played it back like 5 times. He was like, this is awful. And then he heard Tox and he goes, Tox killed this though. And then he heard the last guy, which is our producer, Kane Marco. He's like, all right, this was pretty good. He just didn't want it to hear, like, it was all for sport at that point. He was just trying to troll us and like get us more ramped up. But like at the end of the day, like it was just all for fun.
I was gonna say it's all in good fun.
Yeah, like I'm happy all of it happened because at the end of the day, it all brought us
to be real though, like certain people in their camp took it like real far when they were talking about things. Like this isn't battle rap.
Guy over there.
Like, you can't just like talk about certain things.
Yeah, I don't know, because like I'm gonna be real with you. Like there's multiple perspectives on it. Like there's people that like their lane and like all of their boys who think they won, and then there's people who like us and like hip hop that think what we won. So it's like that's what hip hop's about. Hip hop has always had beef and shit. It's always been competition. So at the end of the day,
definitely,
it was a lot of fun.
There's always been a lot of competition element to it.
I enjoyed the back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, you've had some that don't necessarily.
Yeah,
care
I
about the competition.
also mixed and mastered all of Tox's disses back to them, like all of them. I did all of that.
And I'm like that. I don't really care about that.
I recorded everything.
Like,
bro, there's one where he's like, stop it, Tox. He's like copying him, bro. And I was literally crying on the other side trying to record that shit with him, bro. Like, it was a lot of fun. I hope they had fun too, because he like picked the Kunta Kinte beat and like
they're humorous like y'all.
Yeah, no, they're funny people.
That was
bro.
like the part that like threw us off a little. It's like
you guys are
we're all on the outskirts.
Bro, listen,
you guys are all jokesters.
Listen, I know Coney. I know his name's Vontae. I know him because he used to work with people I worked with, and I was messaging him and I was like, yo, like this is like all for sport. While all this is happening, and he went and like twisted it and said I was copping a plea. Trying to like and like obviously hopefully you can tell that I'm more of a civil person, like I'm a chill person and I know who he is. So I was like, I tried to tell him, I was like, yo, maybe at the end of all of this, like we'll all go out, we'll get a drink, we'll laugh about the shit. And they like, even Carla, she was in my inbox calling me like a trash rapper, saying I was copping pleas and all this shit. And I was like, y'all are taking this to a level that like I'm just gonna eat you up on a track. Like,
and meanwhile they're calling our phones and shit. Yeah. Like I said, I'm at work. Like calling my phone politics.
Nah, and I had to talk to
track.
I had to talk to T Swan. I had to talk to Darius about shit that was just irrelevant. I was like, dude, this
Darius is dope too.
Yeah, these cool people. So at the end of the day, it's just
saying like his music is dope.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, bro, he tried to act like he was gonna come pull a gun at the crib where my son lives. So I don't really like him. as a person.
Darius said that?
Because it's like at the end of the day, like we got no problems. I have no problems with him and shit. Like it is what it is. I get that you was mad because Krusin said some wild shit about Carla's kid. Nah, it is wild. Nah, listen. So like at the end, this is how I look at it. All cooler heads prevail. It
started getting out of control.
Exactly, and like when you hit me with like. When you hit me with some shit like that, bro, you immediately put my son in it, and it's like his life might be in jeopardy because you're an idiot. I don't even know you, bro. I'm gonna kill you. It's not even gonna be a conversation no more. Yeah. So like you're gonna die, and I'm gonna fucking kill you. So like I just realized at that moment I was like, you know what? Let's just cut the shit out, because like I told him, I was like, you gotta chill. Like it's getting to a point where like he's asking people where our studio is and shit, and my boy Duncan's
I'm glad you guys are all.
And I told him, I was like, you know what, bro?
It ain't worth it.
Because like right now we're taking it to a place where like you don't know me as a person, bro. And if I feel like you're threatening my family, bro, like we're in a whole different place now. So like I was just like, this shit got to stop. Like I reached out to T Swan, told him, I was like, yo, listen, just tell him it's all good. It is what it is. Like as a person, bro, I don't really fuck with him because of that. Because like now I can never fuck with you. Like. You put me in a place. You put me in a place where, like, if I ever hear such shit again, I'm not gonna react how you think I'm gonna react. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? It's just not cool, bro.
I just think that like it just kept going like this.
It's stupid. It's
and like once it gets like that, as long as no lives were taken on either side,
well, that's why I said like
you guys can all get
after
past
that. After
it
they
might
box,
take a little time.
Yeah,
but
after they box,
I wasn't aware of any of this shit.
Nah, because they don't tell you. This is the thing.
That's the thing about beef is that there's like a lot of things on the side.
They also don't talk to you guys about shit like that.
But I didn't know who was who.
It's their perspective, and that's how it goes. Like we're older than them. We're gonna talk to you about the reality of the situation, and they're gonna hold their ground, and that's okay. No one's mad at them for that shit. Like I get why they're doing that. I was their age at one point.
Yeah.
But like now it's like I got shit, bro. I got a house. I got a kid, bro. I don't got time for that. So like at the end of the day, as long as shit is cordial now, it's there's never gonna be a problem. I fuck with all of them. It is what it is. Like you know what I mean. I even fuck with Darius. I just as a person, I could never probably be cool with you, cause like I just don't fuck with you like that. You know what I mean? Like our one of our dudes, Finesse, wants to work with him and shit. And he called us. He was like, yo, I heard all this shit happen. Is it cool? And I was like, yeah, bro. If y'all want to work and he wants to work together, whatever. At the end of the day, he might not come to my studio. Yeah. I might not put him around my shit because you already said some sus shit to me, bro. And then you're going to put me in a position where I might not even trust you ever. So, you know, it's all stupid. I'm happy we're past that shit.
But it's enough for business.
I'm glad it's all love, light, and peace now.
Oh, I mean, at the end of
light and peace.
At the end of the day, it is what it is, right? It's super stupid. We're from the same place. Like,
in other news,
it's supposed to be us against everybody else.
Dead ass.
You know what I mean?
Dead ass, bro.
Word.
So, what makes a dope artist in your opinion? Like, what are the key elements that you look for? If you like,
somebody that invokes my emotions.
That's what I always say.
So like my favorite,
because that can come in so many different ways.
Yeah, my favorite rapper right now, his name is Caskey, Caskey. He's from Florida.
He's you guys like versatile rappers.
Yeah, exactly. He's extremely talented. He'll make like auto-tune singing shit, but he'll make really dope lyrical shit, boom bap shit. He's literally like what I like to be as an artist. Other than that, like Mac Miller is like one of my biggest influences.
Oh, Mac is dope.
Mac is fucking amazing. But like those two right there are the only people that I feel like will make me emotional when I listen to them. You know what I mean? Even Tech Nine when I was growing up, Eminem when I was growing up, like. You know what I mean? They made me feel that same way. I'm just not really in tune with what they do now. You know what I'm saying? Because like M is different, Tech's different. That's what happens with time. So like those guys definitely are the ones who keep me like fucking like interested in fucking making that style of music. Like I just did a Good News remix last night when I was drinking. Like I don't know if you heard the song by Mac, Good News. Good news, good news, good news. That's all they want to hear. It's a posthumous record. It's super fire, yeah. It's super fire. It's vibey, but like we did a Rain remix by Mac. It's a boom bap beat. It has Vince Staples on it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's me and Krusin. We did a remix with that. I did a brand name remix.
That's something you just like released recently?
A little while ago. I did a Nikes on My Feet remix. Like I back in the day when he died, I did it's called Essence of Mac, where like I kind of mimicked like his flow. He's someone that like I always aspired to be like rapping wise, because like he was just that fucking dope lyricist that everyone respected, bro. He went on Funk Flex, and Funk Flex was like, none of y'all are like Mac Miller, bro. Like
Cicero said he was set up.
Huh?
He said he was set up when you dunked on him.
I love him. Nah, dead ass. He had, all right, so he came to my house and my hoop was broken. and it was leaning. And, I saw him standing under the shit, and I was like, I'm gonna dunk on him right now. He has no idea that I could do this. Look at me, bro. You think I could dunk? I'm fucking dunking.
Crazy.
I ran up on his ass like, boom. He was like, what the fuck? Nah, that's my dog, bro. I love that guy.
That's cool as hell.
Yeah, small ass world, bro. That's family to me, man. Like, he's been there. Honestly, Rashad has been in my life longer than I remember.
Damn.
Like, when I was a kid in second grade, I went to Catholic church and shit. I got my first communion, and I got a bunch of money, and my mom tried to hide it from me, and I gave it out
to the world.
I went down the street. Listen, ask Rashad. I went down the street right to Rashad. I gave Rashad $20. I gave his friend $20. Because I gave it out. I was like fucking passing it out. My mom was heated, bro. I gave out hundreds of dollars.
Wow.
I was in second grade. I had no idea what it meant.
Yeah, you were bugging.
I cared about fucking 25-cent ninjas, bro. Like, you remember those things?
Yeah, hell yeah. You talking about the little guys, the little rubber
bro,
guys?
I learned about money real quick when I was young.
I traded my older brother's Game Boy for an orange one. And I got my ass beat for days.
For an orange Game Boy?
For an orange Ninja. The 25 cent. I was a kid. I had no idea, bro. I just wanted the Ninja. So I traded my brother's real Game Boy.
Any sense.
He whooped my ass, bro.
I can imagine.
For days. And he had to talk to the kid on the bus. Because we all rode the bus together and get it back. He was hot.
Oh, that's craziness, man.
Yeah.
He was like, you finessed my little brother, basically. Like,
yeah, you want to know what happened to me when I was like literally 5 or 6 years old? Yeah. Walking back from our school, I went to Sumner at this time, and I'm walking back down to Layford Terrace, and we passed. We went up by Belmont. Remember at the Cuban store, or was it the Dominican store on Belmont?
It was Dominican.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that used to be. I can't remember what it used to be back in the day, but anyhow, we tried to steal ice creams, and we got caught. And they called the cops, the whole nine.
Damn.
I got brought home in a cruiser. Like,
looking foolish.
How old were you?
I was like 6, maybe 5 or 6. It was mad young.
Oh shit, bro!
Because we used to walk back from school like with a flock of people. So I was walking at like mad young age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy.
Yo, 6 years old. You were
2 miles with no shoes on.
Yeah.
No.
Listen, the first time I ever got arrested, I was 14, and my boy, I found out one of these kids in high school was texting his girlfriend, and I walked up to him. I was the biggest kid in my grade. I hung out with all the seniors. I was a freshman, and I was like, "Yo, this dude's texting your girl." He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Go beat his ass right now in the lunchroom." And I fucking I made him walk up to this kid and punch him. And this kid did not know.
They arrested you?
No, listen, hold on. My boy Bacon punched him, right? Who also, funny story, I'm not friends with Bacon anymore. I'm friends with the kid he punched way more, which is fucking weird. But Bacon punched him, and then they started fighting, and then like I was like standing in the how they circle it back in the lunchroom in the circle, and somebody hit me. And the kid who knew, one of his boys knew I antagonized it. It must have went around quick, and he punched me, and I turned around and I didn't see anybody. So I just started swinging at everyone, and I fucking bopped a couple people. And when I swung, God, I elbowed my friend Chelsea Thompson in the head. This girl.
Shout out Chelsea.
No, I elbowed her in the head.
We love you.
Yeah.
Nah, listen, I gave her a black eye. I punched a bunch of people.
Oh shit,
bro! I had the cops. The cops had my arms. Yo, fuck you. The cops had my arms. The principal had my head, and the other 2 principals had my legs. They fished like a fucking starfish carried me out, and they put me in the office. And then I hear on the walkie-talkie, like, there's a girl fight in the lunchroom, and they're like, wait, never mind, she got punched by John Martin. I was like, oh no. I was like, who the fuck did I hit? I had no idea. I was like, no. So they fucking put me in a cruiser, drove me down, handcuffed me to the bench.
Domestic violence.
They fingerprinted me. They were like, you hit 4 different people. One of them was a girl.
Scholastic
you antagonized a fight. They're like, you're arrested, and like they made me feel like I was going to jail.
They don't do that anymore.
Nah, listen,
fucked up.
My mom,
he said domestic
my
violence.
poor mother, bro.
Scholastic violence.
She pulled up. My mom was crying, like fucking, like weeping, like she couldn't believe I was arrested. She's like, "What's wrong?" I couldn't hear anything. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm in so much trouble, bro." And then they fucking let me go, and I had to go to court and shit, and I had to plead guilty and all this crazy shit. Yeah, my dad. Listen, my dad's a real tough.
But how old were you when that happened?
14.
Oh, dang it.
My dad was a real tough fucking hard ass, and my dad looked at me and was like, you're gonna go in there and plead guilty. And I was like,
Chelsea must have been white.
Nah, listen, yeah, she was. But listen, I'm gonna tell you a funny story about that. I'm almost there. My dad made me plead guilty, and thank God he did, because I was an ignorant kid, and I was like, fuck that, I'm gonna fight it. And they were like, my dad was like, how? You hit everyone. Like, what's wrong with you? So I get to school, and Chelsea was my best friend, one of my best friends, bro. She was close to me, so that's why she was behind me. And she, this is like a week went by, so she was fine.
Was she mad at you?
No, listen, she goes, you elbowed me in the face. And I was like, I really didn't mean to. And she was like, you gave me a black eye. And like, I was scarred for this. She always brought it up, bro, after. Like, she was cool. She was super cool about it. And she didn't report it. The teacher that was near us reported it.
Be a party 30 years later. Remember you, bro?
No, she's brought it up, like, not the last time I talked to her, but a little before. Like, we joke about it, but it is a horrible
she's still
thing.
Your friend to this day?
I mean, like, we're not close.
You're
but
like, keep it up and I'll do it again.
No, never. You know, I was a really, like, reckless teenager, bro. I fought everyone I could. Like, if someone gave me any type of problem, like, I've just fought them, bro. Like, it is what it is. I was selling fucking nicked and dime bags on the train tracks, and some kid was mad and like came at me and tried to take my weed, and I fought him. Like, yeah, like I didn't know I was selling in Sycamore territory. I had no idea what was going on. These guys were gang shit, and I was like, I'm just trying to sell this weed, dude. And they're like, not here. And I was just like, all right, so fuck you, let's fight. got into a fight with that dude, and that was it. I just was like, all right, maybe I shouldn't sell weed near the train tracks, because there's like 20 of them and 5 of us. Yeah. And we're all white. Like, we're getting jumped, bro. We're getting jumped. Like, I could fight. My friends couldn't.
Pushers.
Nah, listen, I could fight. My friends couldn't. So I got into a lot of stupid shit in high school because of other people. I was bigger than everybody, and I was protecting everybody. And I learned real quick who my friends were, bro. And I got into this fight because this other kid, and I went to go fight him, and his cousin jumped in. It was the first time I ever got jumped. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? And I was punching this kid, beating the fuck out of him, and his cousin's hitting me from the back and my back of my head.
Pause.
What is it with this older generation and pausing, man?
Yo.
Listen, not everything's gay, man. So he was punching me in the back of my head, and like, have you ever been jumped before?
Yes.
You have? Okay, so you know, like that, the realization that you're being jumped.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, I'm getting hit and I can't see what's happening. So like, this kid grabbed my arms in front of me. He like literally took his like armpits and like locked my arms and tried to let his cousin beat me up. And I took this kid, and I was stronger than him, so I fucking ripped him this way, and we both fell, and I smashed my face on a park bench, bro.
Oh.
I had a cut. Literally, my whole forehead was skinned, and I had to go to school like that. And these kids were pussies. They were smiling in my face, like they like knew what they did. They jumped me, and like I got cut up from it. So they were telling people they whooped my ass, and like I had one friend jump in out of 5 people standing there, and one friend
that happens.
He had a broken arm. Yeah. He's the only friend. He had fucking cast on, bashing it, pow, pow, trying to get the kid off of me and shit.
You know what I ran into several times? When you're friends with both sets of people.
That's tough.
And you're like, damn. And it's just like, both of them are like, Frank, you just sit this one out. And I would just sit there and just watch the shit go down. And
Yeah,
it'd be
that's
like,
whack.
it'd be friends beating friends of shit.
Yeah, it's like,
and I'm just like,
what do? I just watch y'all beat each other up. I guess that's cool. As long as we good, right?
Yeah, it's all fucking fight.
Yeah.
Hold down.
Sheesh, man. People that jump people always like, if you can't fight nowadays, people get guns, but like people that jump people, like you are the ultimate pussy.
People don't fight anymore.
Sometimes you can't help it though.
It's all about laying them down.
What do you mean?
Like, I've been in situations where I've started wailing on somebody, and then I forgot that I was with who I'm with, and
they crazy.
Yeah, and they just jump.
Okay,
like
so
No, it's true. Because if he starts punching,
because
yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not.
So I actually had a friend like that, Calvin, who like if I started fighting, Calvin was fighting, and that's just how it was. And I tried to tell him a bunch of times I could hold my own, and Calvin didn't give a fuck. He just wanted to fight.
So I now have to control myself because I don't want to get anybody else in.
Yeah,
shit.
that's
You know
how.
what I mean?
I like, for me, I'm the most explosive friend I have, and it's funny because Krusin will be the first to blow up now. But like, I have to chill because like I'm 6'1". I'm 250 pounds, bro. I'm significantly bigger than most people that fuck with me, besides people that are larger than me, like taller. So like I have to not do shit sometimes. Like I have to just chill because it's like I got too much going for me to get into this type of shit. Like you're not about to get me out of character either. I'm like real big in believing now that like I've come so far that you're not gonna make me go backwards. Like, you could talk all the shit you want to me, bro. Like, it's not gonna phase me anymore because that was my immaturity and like my insecurity speaking for me. I had to just beat you up. Like, I used to tell him all the time, I couldn't argue. I wouldn't if you were smarter than me and like we started fucking arguing and you were just getting me, bro. I'm already punching you by then. Like, it's it. I'm fighting.
I only argue with friends. I don't argue with strangers.
See, I was very argumentative, but now I just argue with friends because it's smarter.
That's all. I gotta love you. That's why the arguments happen.
If Kyle ever attacked me, I just put him in a headlock. Like, you gonna come swing at me? I'm putting him in a headlock.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna tell him to chill out.
It'd be like that because like
wake up, Lou.
Calm down.
The only time someone threatens to beat you up is if they like know they can, you know,
or they lost mentally.
Yeah, it's like at that point, like either way.
Like, now you gotta hit me.
Yeah, you.
You want to hit me right now.
Either way, you've lost the argument. Like, you're so mad that you can only punch me, or you're so big that like you know that the best way to win this.
That's that Pat Stay moment where like you mad right now.
You're really gonna hit me, nigga? Like,
my first rap battle was like that. Kid, I wasn't hip to this new wave of battle rap. It was like the first time
you battle rapped.
Well, I thought.
Okay, fair enough.
You know what I mean? Until it started evolving. And it used to be just verse for verse.
Yeah.
Whoever had the hottest verse. So they brought this kid from somewhere, and he's from my neighborhood. So I'm like, yo, he can only say certain things to me. I'm not gonna let too much of this go.
Yeah.
He was saying crazy shit, and it was so formatted well that I lost it and punched him straight in his shit.
No.
I'm dead serious.
He won.
And he won twice.
Yeah, he won. Yeah.
I lost my cool. I lost the battle.
Nah, you lost hard too. Because not only did he was getting you, and it was real.
And we jumped the fuck out of him.
Oh shit! Come on here.
Plot twist.
Yo, hold on.
Pitbull.
He won twice.
Snapped the
and then
chain.
we beat his ass. Oh shit, that's funny. Details used to tell him, like, he'd be battle rapping for a little bit, and I was like, people would try to convince me like, oh, you should do it. Oh, because like the second I lose my cool, I'm on camera doing it, bro.
Yeah, people up.
I think had I had been aware of the evolution of it at that time, because it's going back like 15 years. Yeah, I would have got my shit together.
Nah, listen, that's why I love Pat Stay.
Pat Stay is nasty as hell.
Rest in peace, Pat Stay. But
he's top 5.
He was one of my biggest
the
influence.
funniest person I think that I've ever watched in my life, bro. My favorite battle is him versus Big K. And like,
I think that's one of y'all favorites.
Yeah, because when he's kicking the trash and he's like, "You okay there, bro? What are you, a fucking angry baseball coach?" Dude, it kills me, bro. Like, the way he makes fun of him. Dude, the beginning of the battle, he's like, "Big K with 2 G's. Ooh wee." He's like, "Unique. How do you sleep?" Yo, that's 2 D.
Yeah, that's what he did with Arcane.
Kenneth. Yo, that shit.
He's like Arcane.
Oh,
that's a hard name.
Yeah, that's a hard name.
How'd he get here? He said, "How'd he get here?" Car chase.
Yeah.
No, Pat Stay is rest in peace, dude. Rest in power.
Rest in peace, dude.
No, the flat, dry, like Pat Stay is honestly some of the best humor. Like,
so I got like 5 or 6 battles of mine that you could watch on YouTube with me that I've battled.
For real?
And I would say you can easily hear a Pat Stay.
You got a link,
influence.
bro. Send me links.
I love easily hear an influence of Pat Stay in my shit.
We'll check those out.
Yeah, man. I was just watching the one with him and I think it was Tay-Rock where they started getting like he thought he said something about his kid.
Almost fight again.
Yeah, he said something about Daddy's Little Angels, bro. And the shit, the next 10 minutes of the video was just chaos,
bro.
They're
just beefing.
Yeah, and he's I love that shit, dude. Like, because then he finally he's like still battle rapping because he was the best in my eyes at least. And then like literally was like,
he's your number one
for me. Like,
I'd say he's probably my number one.
I'm also not like extremely overexposed to battle rap, so like.
Oh, I got you.
Only take me so like serious, but like he was battling him after all that, and then finally in the middle of it, he was like, "I'm sorry, bro. I thought you said something about my son." And then he kept going. I was like, "I love this fucking guy, bro." It sucks that like he died the way he died because we actually were just watching a battle, and somebody was saying that he was gonna get stabbed, and that he would be people were begging for him not to die. And it's just unfortunate because you're in a battle rap field, so like shit, people are gonna say all types of shit.
That happened over the battle rap though.
Yeah, somebody dissed him. Like one of his old ones said that something about him getting stabbed, and people are screaming, "Stay alive, Pat!" And it was like, fuck.
No, unrelated, but
it's not. It was way before it ever happened, but it's just unfortunate that he got stabbed and died like that. Because it's like,
words are power, man.
It's fucking nuts, dude. It's like, and then like he was trying to break up a fight, bro.
Like I just said, now I'm more conscious because I'm not trying to.
You never know. You never know.
Your boys
bro.
get involved with shit. Next thing you know, you
I
lose
be
one
telling
of your
people
boys.
to chill. Because it's like, this is the thing too, is for being the biggest friend I have. You're going to have to shut the fuck up because guess who's going to have to fight? Me, motherfucker. If you get knocked out or something, what am I just going to sit here, pick you up? No, I'm probably going to fucking fight, bro. So please don't fucking do shit like that. Like,
it can't be jeopardized.
Nah, that's why I was like, when Tox was going through all that shit and he was like saying crazy shit, I'm like, I just hope I'm not with you when shit happens because like I'm obviously gonna do something. Like it is, you can ask Details, bro. Details has seen me do a lot of crazy shit. We grew up together. He's seen me fight a lot of people and do a lot of crazy shit. And like even like when I first worked with Blacksmith was coming in and joking. Like he would joke with me, but nah, I'm just kidding. I heard you knock motherfuckers out. I'm like, dude, like I don't want to be known as that guy. Like I just was angry and I fought everybody. So it's like. I be trying not to say shit. Like, we get into beef with people, and it's like, you a whole 20-year-old kid, and you frail as hell. Like, I will knock you the fuck out. Like, we are all grown men. You have grown men strength. That shit is real. My mom's boyfriend used to say that shit. I had no idea what it was like until he punched me.
I learned that.
I saw stars. I was like, holy shit, because I've been punched by people out that were my age, and I was fighting them. They did shit to me, bro. That dude punched me, and I was like, okay, getting knocked out is real. I didn't get knocked out, but I was damn near close. Seeing stars is a legitimate thing.
Yeah, it is.
It's
especially
like fucking
we used to
dots,
fight in the dark.
Yeah. Oh,
turn the lights off and just start punching.
Nah, you.
I'm dead serious.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we grew up
in
crazy.
a circle.
Yeah, girls don't do that.
And we just punch each other in the arm.
Girls
until you tap out.
Nah, girls are worse. They'll just mental warfare you to kill yourself.
Honestly, you're right.
It's all
I take my
emotional
statement
trauma.
back.
Nah, it's like
mental warfare is way worse than just getting beat up by your homies.
Yeah, let me say some crazy. Nah, fuck that. I'm not even go into that because that shit is crazy. Women be fucking each other up emotionally and shit. Yeah, like just hit me, bro.
Yeah,
don't make me feel like shit about my life, bro. Like fuck, bro. Cruising over here like that's why you and your baby mom don't get along. Like all right, we fighting, bro. Right. Just punch me, bro. Fuck
that.
Is that real?
It is psychological warfare.
Okay.
Nah,
but you know what? Now that you brought that up, that's probably why the male and female dynamic in the household when they have an argument, it's so brutal.
Well, because they'll bring up your past, and you'll fight in the moment. You'll be like, all right, this shit happening right now. She's like, yeah, but last time this happened.
No, that's real. That's real because we're fighting in the moment. Yeah, and
yeah,
that is actually a real thing.
I don't think
we'll argue about something right now, right?
Depends on
I
what
won't
you're
look at you and be like, yo, but last week. What'd you just say?
Depends on what you're talking about.
He was raised by a woman.
The thing is that they do it
psychological
interchangeably.
shit.
Were you raised with just your mother?
It becomes difficult to figure out which tense you're battling.
Hold on, because he looked at me in my face and said, it depends on what you're talking about.
I'm also
like your mom raised you, bro.
I'm also a Libra, you know what I mean? So
what does that fucking mean? You're an astrology hoe too?
Oh, no, he's an astrology. Now you're an astrology hoe.
This man looked at the moon and said, this is the reason I am the way I am.
Oh, no. No, we got a whole class.
He said, I'm a Libra. What the fuck does that mean?
I balance.
Astrology hoe.
I'm a Cancer. So fucking what?
Oh, that explains a lot.
I look at
man, fuck.
Okay, hold on.
You're an astrology hoe too.
Wait, no. So y'all know astrology. One second. Y'all know astrology. What sign am I?
What sign are you?
Oh shit.
You're a Leo.
What you know astrology? What sign am I?
I would say a Scorpio or a Sag.
Okay,
he's fucking Cancer.
Take a second. No, god damn it! I wanted to see if they would.
No,
guess
this is stupid.
I'm Cancer too.
This shit don't work.
Yeah, like
Cancer. No, that's not true.
He said a Leo. He said
that's
a
not
Scorpio.
true. That's not true.
He's not a Cancer. Or?
No, that's not true. Let me tell you something. It goes by the time you're born.
Yeah.
Because there's astral and lunar. You see what I'm saying?
Nope.
So it's all different.
I don't know what you're saying.
My number's got a lot of sixes.
It's a natal chart. You got to know the time you're born to be able to know. So check it out.
So
I think it was like 6 at night.
Listen, I can't tell you that, but what I'm saying is like I'm a Sag, right? So I'm 4-time Sag, and then there's 3 other zodiac signs in different houses based on the time that I'm born, right? And that's why I can't just tell him what he is.
Thank you.
Based off of that, his personality based on his time could be in a different house at a different time.
That's why you can't guess, is what you're saying?
Like that.
I'm telling you why I'm wrong.
I couldn't because I don't care about astrology.
Thank you.
But Cancers, the reason why you fight is because they deal with emotion. That's just a known
You know
fact.
what's funny is that you're saying this is that there's a 16-year-old girl that works at my job, and every time I say something, she's like, that's so Cancer of you.
My mom's a Cancer.
My mom's a Cancer too.
Yeah,
July. She's 9 days after me.
What are you? July what?
July 9th.
And she's July 3rd. My boy that just passed is July 9th. He was dope as fuck, yeah.
Thank you.
Rest in peace.
Well, I don't know why I said thank you like you were talking about me. Did you catch that? He said he was.
I didn't take it that. I didn't take it.
No,
that way.
I said thank you. Like, what the hell is wrong with me?
Yeah. Nah, he was born on the same day.
I never was into. I was never into astrology, man. It's just never made sense because like the moon didn't make me this way. But I get why people are.
Your time made you that way.
Okay.
The time you're born.
Listen, I will say
like your literal
right now.
time.
What time were you born?
3:33 p.m.
Actually,
I was born at 6:02 a.m.
3:33.
I think I was born at 5 in the morning.
6:04.
It was like 6 p.m.
Between 6:02 and something like that.
My poor mom.
So right, so you put that in the natal chart, you're gonna see each house that you're in, and why your personality, why your relationships.
I'm July 6th at like 6 a.m. And I was like 6 point something pounds. It was like a lot of sixes.
So listen.
No, I swear to God.
So listen, you would say that the moon has a major effect on the water, right?
Scientifically, I have no choice,
right,
to say that.
So the body is also made of how much water?
70%.
Here we go.
3/4.
So how can the moon not have effect on it?
How you expect me to give you an answer right now?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You want me to give you an answer?
If you have an answer,
because it just sounds dumb.
But your
body is made of water, so you were also controlled by the moon.
You're not controlled by the moon. It just has.
I mean,
I was being
so think about like
I was being facetious.
Right. So think about like dementia patients.
Are you coming with more?
And I'm not even.
Stuff?
I promise you, I'm not. I promise you, I'm
Martian?
not that girl. But I'm not a
that would mean
an astrology hoe.
Not a human. Which would
go
mean
ahead.
That I'm not 70% water. So
that's true.
Nothing.
You
never know what
you're
I am.
buoyant.
What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
No, I was just talking shit.
Yeah, me too. I apologize.
So like dementia patients, when it's a full moon, they sundown. Like they act fucking crazy. Like, you know what I mean? There's something to it when you're not operating in your full consciousness that's affected by the moon. So there's a part of you that.
I have a question for all of you.
I don't know anything about that. That's a thing.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you a spiritual person?
You know what I mean?
What do you mean by that? We're born spiritual. We just lose it over time.
Like, are you in touch with like your like other side, dude? Like, do you believe in ghosts? Do you like?
I believe in my higher self.
Do you believe like is energy like so? Like a lot of the common belief.
I believe in energy.
That it still exists everywhere.
Yeah, it changes form. It doesn't die.
Right. Okay. That was just curious because like a lot of people that are usually into stuff.
But that's divine, though, if you think about it.
Yeah. Are you religious?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm spiritual.
No, I'm not actually.
I would say I'm spiritual if I would label myself anything.
Do you believe in a higher power?
That was where I was gonna go.
In any way?
I do just differently from majority of people.
I believe in God and Jesus.
Yes.
Personally.
Yeah. So
it's an ongoing higher power.
The Christian God.
I subscribe.
For me, I think that like there's something. Obviously, there's the reason the way you are, right? And it's funny because like I'm not religious or anything, but I kind of believe in like spirits like crossing over into like different lives and like almost like a reincarnation type of thing. I think you've been alive as long as everything's existed. I think that like there's no way that you just die and that's it. Like I do believe in higher power. As far as like Jesus and God goes, like I was raised in a religious household. I just could never really get into it. I just don't believe in like you have to be a certain way to get to a certain place. I think that like there's no way that like shit doesn't exist beyond this, dude. Like I couldn't sit here and tell you why. It's a feeling, and like I just think that like there is spiritual ties to each life, and like
that connects to astrology though.
I also never I wasn't saying I don't believe in it necessarily. I just think it's funny that people are so in like to it. Like,
no, but it's also the reason why some people have control over their lives.
Okay.
Right? Because based off of certain interactions, so say that my best interactions, no matter what, whether it's with a woman or with a guy, meaning not sexual. If you notice.
Oh, you were waiting. You sprung that.
I caught it.
I already,
just wanted to
I already had the disclaimer though. But regardless of the interaction, right? Yeah. You can determine if you want to be around that person based off the amount of probability that you've had with that individual off of that zodiac sign. Do you personally
believe that works 100% of the time?
Yes. Like I avoid a lot of shit.
For me, I think that like makes sense because obviously it works for you. So like for me, I've never.
Well, you're not cognizant of it,
right?
You're not
so like
asking people when they're born.
I was just gonna say that I've never thought about it deep enough to be like it matters what you are for me to vibe with you. I usually just vibe with people that are like me, but it kind of makes sense. Me and Krusin are the same. We're Cancers,
6 and 9,
and we get along. What
does that mean?
What does that mean?
Those are life paths. I'm not gonna get into all this, but
it's not.
But you have a circle of friends, right?
The Cancer circle is a 6 and 9.
I know.
Like on the crab, right? Is it crab?
Yeah.
Okay.
But check it out. y'all closest friends. Find out what their birthdays are. If you probably already know them, I bet you they're like all the same motherfuckers. What do you mean no?
I know several of my friends' birthdays.
But listen, I'm a Libra and both of you love me, so
You're far from the mic, brother.
I know several of my friends' birthdays. They vary all throughout the year.
Not the varies. You got to find the commonalities.
Okay, I'll agree. I don't know.
You see what I'm saying? So check it out. What I'm saying is, you take your closest friend, friend, right?
Yeah.
And then you have coworkers that might not be your friends, but you get along with at work.
Okay.
They're probably the same motherfucker.
Yeah, like
but y'all are not looking for that, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
So
You see what I'm saying?
there's signs that don't like each other, right?
I won't say that. There's just,
or they just don't get along. They don't mesh.
They don't mesh.
What's a Cancer's opposite? Do you know?
I wouldn't know that. You'd have to talk to a Cancer that's into astrology.
Okay. Do you know what your opposite is?
I would say a Gemini.
Okay. It's so strange to me.
I have no clue.
I've never put a lot of stock into it. I know like Chinese people are like extremely into like all that shit. And like for me, it was never like something I was interested in, but it's cool.
There's many different.
It's cool. It's like,
but you're John Martian. No, seriously, like, you can't even really be attached to that without even.
For me, it was more about just being like different and an alien, and like compared to like people around me, and like, you know, the whole space idea. I'm not from here type of shit. It never had to do with just like stars or planets, or, you know what I'm saying? It had more to do with like the idea of not being like everyone else. You know what I mean? So a Martian just happened to be the thing that I chose because I'm not from here.
But most people aren't into astrology.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the point is, but, you know.
Meaning that you would be a part of the commonality.
Okay. Listen, I think it's funny that we brought it up because I honestly always laughed at people who like are super.
I know you're hilarious.
No, it's just funny to me because it's like it never.
But watch, trust me.
Okay.
You'll be a little bit more cognizant of it.
I
now.
will take into account what you've told me tonight, and I'm not going to laugh so hard at the girl at work that says.
You can still laugh, still be you.
Oh, I'm going to laugh at her.
Yeah,
but I'm going to more like look at her.
But
like,
find out what the hell. What is she?
Tell me more.
What's her zodiac sign?
Yeah, I have no idea. I'd have to ask. I guess.
There you go.
It's just never been like a key thing for me. I guess. So.
That also like helps to build relationships too.
Well, it's cool to hear somebody speak about it from the perspective of somebody who is interested in it. Because like usually me and Kyle will just laugh and we'll agree that we don't fuck with it. Like,
so let me tell you something. I'm not interested in astrology. I'm interested in human interaction, right? And how it's going to affect me moving forward.
Right. Okay. You think that ties into it?
Yeah.
Okay.
For me.
What about you?
Same level.
Okay.
I'll tell you something.
So you know what? Hold on.
No. Check this out. Every engineer we had has been her zodiac sign.
Really?
What's your zodiac sign?
Aries.
All three of them.
Is that because of you?
No.
Oh.
No, we didn't choose
you guys
them.
feel the same.
No, we didn't choose them. He didn't even know that.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
What the fuck? Interesting.
So that's outside of our power. That's just what they're into. They're like, shit, I'll sit here and do the.
It's funny because like he's kind of freaking me out because we're both rappers and we're opinionated.
I say astrology hoes in the sense that.
Do you know all the rappers that are Cancers?
That are our friends, like, or just in general?
In like celebrities.
50 Cent shares my birthday.
Nah, I don't. I've never looked into it, bro. So it's kind of funny,
right? So then you could actually like, oh shit, that's why I fuck with that guy. He thinks like me, moves like me. Charlemagne's a Cancer. Fucking Jim Jones is a Cancer.
That sucks. I hate Charlemagne.
But hold on, you might hate him, but he's always doing what you do, just telling his truth.
Right. Fuck him.
Right? You don't got to agree with it.
No, you're not wrong.
When you say, what did you say earlier on?
No, you got me.
You said when I don't like some
shit. I see what you did there, and I like it.
If I don't like,
you were right.
If I don't like some shit, I'll let you know. Don't show me and ask me no questions.
Yep. We're the same way too.
50 Cent is the same way.
I like Charlemagne. I subscribe. I'm not going to front with you. I subscribe to agnosticism, so I don't really believe that I know anything about what's going on with. Much.
What do you want to know?
No, not particularly.
See, like
I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm more curious.
I just like to live my life.
Yeah.
I really could not care about what happens after this life. I could not care about.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I was raised religiously in the church, Christianity. I was baptized, all these things. And I spoke to God earnestly because things happened to me in my formative years that shaped me into the man that I am. And I had questions and I never received any answers. And I don't really care if there's a God out there because I don't believe that he just wants to speak to me in particular. Some people receive heavenly blessings, and some people just live their lives. And to me, if a God, I've always said the same thing. If a God today, like at the middle of saying this sentence, like paused time and came down, was like, cut it out, bro, I'm here, I would resume this sentence like, I was lying. It's a God. It's a God. It's a God right now. Like, but unfortunately, I've never had those experiences. So for me, like, it's just like, why would I worry about that? Like, I'll be honest. Like, I'll just be the good person that I believe myself to be. And people believe that I'm a good person. If I ask most people their idea of me, it's a positive idea. Even when I'm feeling negative. Sometimes I'm feeling negative. I say, John, what do you think about me? like you know, like most people, if I ask them who I am, I'm a good guy. So I don't really believe that I have to like follow any particular set of rules. I don't believe that I have to do anything. I just believe that I have to live.
And it works for you.
Yeah. I subscribe wholly to that.
That's fair.
If right now a God came down and said, hey, Buddhist God is the right God, I'd be like, the rest of y'all is wrong. Because I saw a Buddhist God. And I love that about people. I have a Christian grandma, recently died, R.I.P. And she wholly subscribed to God. She spoke in tongues to me, all those things. But I never felt that. Yeah. And like, I don't fault nobody for feeling that. But it's like, I need to feel it. Like, I can't just lie. And say that I can't just lie and say that I feel what you feel. I did that as a kid in church. Oh, people touching people, you speaking and shit. I feel that. I'm lying. I genuinely didn't feel it. Like, what do you want from me? Like, you know, like if that's real to you, I don't hold no disdain towards that. Right. Like, please hold something in your life that keeps you moral and straight. Leads you towards doing the right things. Please. I don't personally feel I need that. I do the right things because I want to. I want to do that. Yeah. But that's me. But also, I was raised in that way. So maybe those things are just the things that I do. Who knows? Yeah. I don't know. So I don't hold myself to have to know that.
I have a question.
Not stressed.
Do you think people are born like evil? You know what I mean?
I do think that people have predispositions towards certain ways. Some people are light and some people are not. Like, I do believe that. And I believe that sometimes the way that you're raised, in addition to that,
make it worse. So
do not lead you towards making good decisions. I do believe that. And I do believe that some people can't be saved.
People
in that sense.
People are born with screws loose.
I do believe that. And it is really genuinely unfortunate, but there are people who just... That is who you are.
People are born with mental health issues.
When you look at animals, you have cats.
Not only that, though.
You can have a litter of cats, 9 of them, and 2 of them niggas is mean. For their whole lives, you can give them.
But generally
them everything that they ever wanted.
Generally speaking, though, it's from an experience of why that happened.
Yeah, no,
it's
for
not.
sure.
It's not just something that they were necessarily always born with the trigger off. Like something spurred that to actually.
It's always a variety of things. Some people are triggered by life. Some people are. It's nature. It's always a variety.
Sometimes you have that off thing. Like no one can deny it. There would be no types of diseases or Down syndrome or any of those things. You know what I'm saying?
I guess a path of life where like something could have happened where I could just be a bad guy. No. It's a path of life. I've gone through things where I've made decisions that I'm not going to be that. You know, it's like sometimes you come to a road and it's like. Sometimes you don't make a decision and it continues to make you towards negativity. You sometimes have to choose to be
inactivity
a good person.
can definitely lead to.
Sometimes you have to choose that. Like, you actively dislike me. You actively choose moments in which to belittle me. I still have to choose to ignore that or approach that with love or approach that with anger. Like,
you know the right answer to that will solve your problem on that is you make fun of yourself worse than anyone else can.
I do it so much. What do you think hot dog is? I put on a hot dog costume. I jump on stage. People yell pause. They're like, this is kind of gay. Like what do you want?
Once you kind of rob that from
it's
people?
Like, you can't do this to me. I did it to you.
Dog, I dressed as a hot dog. What more could you possibly say to me?
You can't do this.
This goes back to why I said or put the 8 Mile shit in the disc. It's like, nothing you say to me is going to matter because you only have this much ammo because you don't know me.
Now, you know what?
You don't know me.
This is the way to improve anyone's life. If you only concern with yourself with how you move, then everyone else's shit is their responsibility. My shit's my responsibility. Like, don't, no matter what your beliefs is, whatever the fuck any of your shit is your shit. My shit is my shit.
But you don't come to that realization until you're old enough to have emotional maturity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or you come to that epiphany at some point younger. But yeah,
Which
generally
is
speaking,
rare unless you go through some extreme dramas. You know what I mean?
or you're just forced to grow up quicker than other cats.
Drama.
Yeah. Yeah. Because like I dealt with all that shit growing up, and I always looked at it as like, had my life been, I could have still been a fucking funny ass dickhead, but I would have done a lot less damage to the world potentially in other situations had I been born in.
Some of it's a part of the process.
Yeah, sometimes it's necessary to be that kind of person to heal. Like I used to fuck with a lot of people that I just didn't like, and instead of like, I would just physically like beat them up, bro. Like I used to be a fucking menace. So
you
like
just beat people up, dude.
I was bad, bro. Like I can't exaggerate like enough how bad I was. Like I won't.
Why don't you become a boxer?
I boxed.
You do rap?
I did box.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did, and it didn't do anything for me because the more you beat people up, when you want to beat people up, the less it does for you. So like for me, it was mental warfare. It was starting to realize that like I wasn't strong enough mentally versus physically. Like I could fight and beat you up.
Use physical to make up for the.
Yeah, exactly. Because I just started feeling like, so my thing was debating or arguing with people. It was like okay, if you start making me feel a certain type of way, my automatic reaction is I have to hit you. Because like I couldn't handle it, and then like once I started equipping myself with like just relaxing and calming down and like thinking things through, it took me to get like the right friends around me. I got like a lot. It's funny because I used to hang out with like fucking bunch of losers, dude. Basically, like a bunch of shitty people that did shitty things, and then sooner than later, like in high school, like as soon as I got to high school, I had the same friend group, and then I met this kid named Justin Pass who was a fucking dick. He was a nerd. He played WoW. But he was fucking mentally like, dude, this kid would make me so mad, but I couldn't beat him up because I knew I could beat him up. And I was like, all right, well, this fucking kid's got something to teach me. So like I like latched myself to that kid. And I was like, yo, this is what's wrong. Like I feel like I can't argue with people. Like I can't control myself. And he was like, all right, just hang around me for a little bit. You'll learn. And all of his friends were that way. So like all of my best friends to this day who have lives I travel with, they have fucking got families or whatever, bro. They're all people like Kyle or like him or like they're fucking mentally sound and they're good at arguing and debating. It's like I surrounded myself with like how I needed to learn how to control myself basically. Because I couldn't before. Like next time you talk to Details, just ask him. I'm sure I don't even know what he would tell you. I was bad. I was really bad, bro. Like I just had no self-control. I had triggers that were easily to trigger, like or super easy to trigger. Like I didn't talk shit to people. I most likely didn't speak about what I was gonna do. I just fucking did things, bro. I've been suspended from school. I got threatened with SAFE. Like I dropped out of school, so I didn't go to like a bad school like SAFE and shit. Like I was extremely bad, bro. I was selling bud. I was going down that path of like somebody who was just gonna sell drugs and maybe end up in jail or dead. So like it's just I'm thankful that I'm not like that anymore. Put myself around the right people. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's dope.
Appreciate it.
Blessings.
Yeah. Well, music brought me back. So I started rapping in 6th grade. I started writing, and I stopped for a while because like I'm sure like Frank might be able to relate. I'm not sure because like it's different. Like obviously I'm a white guy, so like I would rap around with my friends who were mostly black, and they would be like joking about it. Like they thought it was a fucking joke. They thought it was funny. I was a white rapper. I was trying to be Eminem. So like there was years where like I would write in silence and I would do poetry and I did shit that I was like, damn, people are like my close friends are ridiculing me because I'm doing this. Like they think it's fucking weird. Like there's people out there that don't like white rappers. They just, you know, Mike Torch doesn't like white rappers. He just doesn't like white rappers. And it's like, it's just something they don't like and it's cool. But it's like, I had to realize that none of that shit matters. Like I love art. And I just started fucking getting myself around people who fucking supported me. Like, instead of people that'd be like, oh, it's really stupid that you do this as you're white. Like, okay, fucking cool. I'm fucking better than you. I'm better than most of the people I get in the room with. And that's been proven plenty of times for me now in my life. So, like,
yeah, I've never had from a certain year period past, never had anyone say that I'm bad.
Yeah, because it's
no one.
You can't discredit me because I'm that good. It's just what it is what it is. No. That's why, like, the most you could say about me is things that you learn from other people and the fact that I'm a white rapper. Good luck. Because a lot of people revere Eminem and they get into debates about how great he is and whatever, wherever he is in your
brother. I was pushing music the same time Eminem was a thing, like a real thing.
Yeah, so it's like,
so I was just associated with a blonde because oh, you're the next Eminem, and like,
dude, and like, you know what's crazy is like, thankfully, like my favorite rappers, dude, are like it's Tech 9, Mac Miller and Caskey, and 2 of them are white. So like, what was I even fucking worried about? You know what I mean? Like, they're fucking great rappers. Everybody has their own taste, so what does it matter?
Who's your favorite female rapper?
My favorite
it's crazy.
female rapper? Oh, I don't think you're gonna like this. None. I don't really like female rappers.
Yeah, so
yeah, go ahead. No, you go, because I'm just gonna sound bad coming from
Lauryn Hill.
Okay, Lauryn Hill.
Rapper?
Okay. So like
Fugees, dude. She was
so like I also
sick.
didn't grow up exposed to that though. You know what I'm saying? And also
Fuji album, she shitted on motherfuckers.
Funny enough is that like I also was fooled for years and years about Lauryn Hill. That like I was told a long time ago that Lauryn Hill said that like her music wasn't for white people, and it was like a huge thing. And then like Kyle like disproved it, and she like I've watched an interview about her talking about how her words were misconstrued. And I didn't listen to her because like I felt like, what the fuck? Like I liked the food. I like Wyclef. So like
I remember he told me, I was like, dog, that doesn't even sound real.
Like I listened to the Fugees before, but like I just wouldn't allow myself to like stuff like that because I genuinely thought.
Yo, but there's a lot of dope female. Raw Digga, you got MC Light.
So sorry, I'm just not into it.
I like
I'm
female
not
rappers.
discrediting.
Who's your favorite female rapper?
I like them all. I really like Cardi B.
I like them all.
I like female rappers, bro. I like when girls rap. I can't even lie to you. Like I like girl rap.
I lied to you. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Shay?
No, I lied. Snow the Product.
Snow is actually pretty
Snow's
dope.
all right.
I'm sorry.
Never.
But Snow the Product, and that's it.
I like
that's where it stops for me.
I fuck with female rappers. I like watching girls have
If you
fun
let me think a little bit, I'm sure they'll pile out of my head. But
Shay Noir or Shay Noir is dope.
Yeah.
And the chick that Conway has, Seventh Genius.
Yeah, I should also point out the fact that I have nothing
Rhapsody
against
is cool.
female
Rhapsody's
rappers at all.
fire.
I'm just not a fan of female rappers.
That's fair.
But I also
They're
like
dope.
ratchet girls that spit bars. Like I like
Music
Megan Thee
is
Stallion.
There's girls in our city that rap.
Like
that
I'm
are
a fan.
extremely
I just
talented.
really like
I'm just
girls
not into
rapping.
it.
Like they're just having fun rapping. Like it's a. I'm a
See,
fan.
but I don't like that.
I like Ice Spice. Like I like rappers. I like female rappers.
You like Ice Spice?
I like Ice Spice.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not listening to Ice Spice for bars. Like I'm not listening to Ice Spice because she's the best rapper in the world. I'm listening to Ice Spice because she's having fun on beats. Like I like music.
No, you're gonna get him,
like Ice Spice.
you're gonna get him going to the point
He
where
put on Cardi B. Why don't you put on Shay Noir?
But on all of them though, because it's the same as listening to male artists of different genres. Like I like Lil Uzi, I like J. Cole, I like Eminem, I love A Tribe Called Quest. Like you can listen to all sorts of different people and like music. Like I like Ice Spice.
I don't want it to be.
Fuck that. I don't care. He want to touch my.
Damn, Kyle, shut up. I don't care about that.
You like that part?
I don't want it to be misconstrued to the point where.
That's real shit, though. That's what makes him dope, though.
Nah, he just fucking did an Ice Spice remix in my studio, and I want to burn it down.
Of the Boy's a Liar, and I made my own song though, and I like it.
But
I
you're being you.
That shit was trash.
Whatever.
I love him, but not him. The beat was awful. I hate it, but
I don't.
The thing with me is that
I don't think anybody's butt, nigga. Like I listen to everybody. I really like. I listen to people. My favorite artists are Lil Wayne and Linkin Park, and everybody else is extraneous. I'm gonna be honest. Like I just listen to music. Like that's it.
Score a viral hit. DJ iMarquis himself.
What is this about?
Yeah, you can't find shit anymore.
What are you looking for?
Yo, there's a coronavirus like that. There was a remix of Cardi B. It was like coronavirus, shit is real.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yo, it was like I had one scene where I had like Jason and Freddy Krueger on the background, like. Yeah, that shit had me fucking dying.
She's a character, dog. Back in the day, she had on fucking nothing. They were like, "Aren't you cold?" She said, "A hoe never gets cold."
Yeah.
That shit.
I guess I should have said that.
That's what we go by when we go outside. Every female gets
Cardi
ready.
B funny as hell. Bro.
I don't like the
club.
new style of like female rapper. I like actually female rappers. I don't like Meg Thee Stallions and shit. Like
Meg B spit.
She's too mainstream.
Like I'm into like a girl that could actually fucking rap.
That's what I'm
Not
talking
that they
about.
can't. They don't have good songs. Like don't get it twisted.
I love Foxy Brown.
Like
I love Lil' Kim.
my best example
Like, I'll
was
listen
what
to
I
Lil'
was
Kim
saying
all
was
day.
is that I like Boom Chic, who's from our city, who like is actually she spits.
I never even heard her.
No, she's fire as fuck.
But the thing you made me realize is sometimes you like people that aren't that good because I like Schoolboy Q and you were like, oh, he's not a good
Q is
rapper.
dope.
He don't be rapping though. He just be making songs. Sometimes you just don't like things.
No,
that aren't
he's not good.
for real.
No.
You really don't like him.
No, he's not good.
Wow. And I like Schoolboy Q.
Opinionatedly,
That's
not
what I'm
good.
saying. Music is music.
I'm not taking away from Schoolboy Q. He's just not good to me. Bro, you guys don't want to go down this rabbit hole. People I don't like.
That's my boy.
I don't like Jay-Z.
Whoa.
But I'm not new to hearing that, but that's ridiculous.
Nah, I just don't.
You still have to respect that,
whoa. See, this is the thing that happens when people hear that I don't like them, is that they think all of a sudden I don't understand what he's done for hip hop culture and like who he is. I just don't like his style. I don't like the way he sounds.
Okay.
Like Blacksmith was in my studio one day. He was in my studio one day.
You don't like him either?
I never.
Bro, listen. I want to tell you a story about Blacksmith.
I like Jay-Z, but he's not high on my list.
Blacksmith was in my studio,
Like Jay-Z,
and he was like, he came at our lives because we didn't like Jay-Z. He was like, y'all weren't doing what we was doing when Jay-Z was playing on radio. Cool. That's cool.
You're right.
Like, Black, you are extremely talented, bro. I'm not taking away from none of that. It's just not my cup of tea, bro. Like, it's not something I'm going to put on. I think Jay-Z's mad.
You'd rather listen to Tech Nine over Jay-Z?
Yes, what the fuck? I just told you he's one of my favorite rappers.
I would bow out of that.
You just asked me a question where I'd rather listen to my favorite rapper over somebody I told you I just
Jay-Z's got some hits.
Yeah, I can't hear it.
You're right.
Because it's not it's me, not you.
No, I understand that. It's that
ladies is pimps too.
I guess
Tech Nine's a better rapper than Jay-Z.
No, he's not.
He doesn't make better songs for the
Tech
radio.
Nine won't even tell you that.
A radio, like a rapper? You don't think Tech is a better rapper than Jay-Z?
No, he's not.
Then this is where we disconnect.
No,
you know
I was about to show you. I was about to ask you something because this is how I can determine where you're coming from. Why are you listening to music?
What do you mean? Why am I listening to music? In general, or just like hip hop?
No, in general. Like, what is it that, like, where you like, yo, I gotta put on some music,
something that's thought provoking,
right? So that's the part.
Lyricism and speed.
Jay-Z is one of the most he's
about selling drugs and action.
No, there's
yeah, but he might have other shit. Okay, listen.
Yeah,
we're not saying he doesn't. I just told you he's not for me.
No, I had to listen to why it is you're listening to music. So I listened to music.
For me, the reason I think Tech is a better rapper, which I would argue with anyone infinitely, we could literally just chop each other's heads off right now, it'd be over, because it's like pointless to do. Like, literally to me, his schemes, like the way he fucking hits the pocket, like his double entendres are above shit like that for me. Like, it's the underground style of
but what is it doing?
For me?
Yeah, because so like, you know how Eminem could rap his ass off, right?
Yeah, no.
But most of it doesn't really, it doesn't stick to the bones.
So like, comes down to the argument where like, I think this is why I was about to say replayability is like super big. So like, Tech doesn't have a lot of replay value, right?
Okay.
Jay-Z does. Big Pimp, like shit. Jay-Z has a lot of
but go ahead.
No, but I'm just saying, like, that song was on the radio. Now, H to the Izzo, it's like
trash.
Those, of course, but those are songs that were on the radio nonstop because the replay value was extremely high because they were catchy, and those were songs that were fucking Billboard hits. So for me, I can understand why somebody wouldn't understand my opinion. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Like, Tech has replay value like crazy because like, I just think that his technicality, rapping wise, it's like Twista to me. Like,
but is it relatability?
For me, because that's what I like. Like,
no, but do you relate to what Tech is saying,
bro? I relate the fact that he felt like he was the red-nosed Rudolph of the game. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I think that's why you debate with.
This is what Blacksmith tried to tell me. Is what I was saying is that I didn't do what Jay-Z did. He never touched me to the point where I was like, boss, I got y'all. Y'all didn't know. He didn't get me to the point where I felt like I connect with this shit.
I got you.
So like, cool. To everyone else in the world, I'm gonna be the oddball. I always am with this conversation, and that's okay with me because what gets me going and what I listen to music for is fucking the extreme lyricism that's there, bro. The feeling of like I don't belong, but I'm still fucking great at what I do. Jay-Z's not that. Jay-Z always fit in, bro. Whether before he got off the streets and shit, like, dude, Jay-Z was on the radio and that was it.
He paid to get to where he is. Actually,
I didn't know.
Did you know that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no one wanted to hear him.
Wow,
yeah.
I could see why.
They gave bags to DJs.
No, stop. Listen, yeah. I would never.
He forced his way in this game. He actually started off rapping like Tech Nine.
That's actually genius.
Fast and a bunch of nonsense.
Really?
I've seen videos of old Jay-Z.
I was rapping with you.
He's rapping with but that is the truth. He used to rap in that old style.
I've been on this side of the argument for so long that like none of that will ever bother me, so we can get that out the way. But like, you can say whatever you want to me, like I'll never be swayed because you just don't have the answers for me. So.
No, I don't have the answers. I know that.
So not in general, but for me, like, bro, like it's just what always spoke to me more. Like Eminem, that's really obvious why Eminem. spoke to me more than a lot of people. But like, there's just this. Is
so you related to like killing your girlfriend and throwing her in a trunk.
Shock value rap is a lot different than what I mean. Like I'm talking about like.
That was Eminem though.
And Eminem was a lot of shock value. You love this, don't you?
But he knew. But hold up. But he knew how to rap. Like he knows how to rap.
Eminem knows how to scheme, and that's why he's a genius.
It doesn't like I can't do nothing with it.
But that's also shock value. That's a whole nother.
Yeah, but he's also said some crazy shit.
That's it though.
He said.
Like I don't listen
start a fire
to music
block the hydrants
for crazy shit.
Eminem is shock value rapping. So like Slim Shady is shock value rapping. Eminem's not. Slim Shady is shock value rapping. So it's a lot different for me. So like that debate is different. Like that Eminem is crazy. He said crazy shit.
I'm gonna have to listen to the other guy, Caskey.
I love Caskey. Listen,
because Eminem and Tech are kind of in the same vein.
Yeah. So like. Caskey is an all-around great artist. Right. So like he's one of the only artists that's ever made me like.
So you like Hobson too?
I did like Hobson.
And what happened?
He got religious. I don't like politics or religion in rap. So like as soon as you do some shit like Jaron Benton out of Funk Volume,
he's fire.
I went he's fire. But he's a shock value rapper.
But he's fire.
But he's a boom bapper and he's gas.
And he's actually saying something though. He's not just putting a bunch of.
You like Jaron? You know who? You know I got a signed shirt from him hanging in my studio.
For real?
Yeah, I met Jaron multiple times. I got photos.
He's fire.
You ever heard of?
What did you say his name was?
Jaron Benton.
Yeah, he's fire.
You ever heard of Ritz?
No.
Okay, so Ritz is another strange music artist. He's his own thing now with Yellow Wolf, or he was with Yellow Wolf, and then Strange Music, and then Clientele is his own thing. But he's another like fire underground rapper that I fucked with. Like those are the type of people I enjoy. I liked Hobson when he first came out because he was shock value and funny and goofy. Like I've always attached myself more to that stuff because that's how I am. Like I'm not Jay-Z. You know what I mean? I'm not Nas. I never.
You don't like Nas neither?
I don't not like Nas.
He's just not in your top.
No, I wouldn't say. So, like, if you gave me a top 50 list just off of my basic knowledge of hip hop, like, they're there.
Oh, okay.
By far. Ahead of a lot of people. But, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, like I like them like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I like
I'm not a Biggie fan.
Yeah. See, like, and that's understandable because my brother, I love Biggie. Yeah. My older brother though, like, was always on the other side of the fence for everything. So like,
not really.
That makes sense though. Like, you're like in between,
I don't
right?
love Biggie.
Yeah. So like,
I feel neutral about
me
them.
and Kyle.
There are
I respect them.
Yeah, there are songs that are good and I respect them.
We agree on.
I'm not a fan.
50% of things, and then we disagree on 50% of things, and that's why like things make sense for me and him to be friends. You know what I mean? Like, there's times where we're like, yeah, he's nice, and there's times where it's just we like different shit. It is what it is. But
because I'm not a Tech Nine fan.
Yeah.
Like as much as he will applaud him, like I respect Tech Nine for all of his advancements and achievements.
I don't mean to cut you off, but plug anything that you gotta go. We gotta get out of here. Plus I have to piss.
Go please, for the love of God, go listen to On My Wrist, No Cash featuring John Martian and Krusin, and anything you want to find from me, you can find me just looking up John Martian. You can find Krusin anywhere, just looking up Krusin or SaySome Studios.
All right, before we go, we're gonna kind of get in and take a picture, and that's what we're gonna use for the cover of the YouTube video.
Okay.
SaySome.
SaySome. What up, it's Krusin with a K.
And thank you for coming, by the way, man. Appreciate having you.
Absolutely.
Krusin,
We're coming back. You
yeah.
said you wanted me back, so Martian's coming with me. So we'll be back.
That's what it is. All right, so let's get in there.
What are we doing? Get the mic out?
We can take this off.
Yes, sir.
It's the Just Being Frank show. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The camera right here.
Oh yeah, this camera. You guys do it again? I would definitely look at that. I'm looking at that when I'm going back on
scooch
the
up
film.
a little bit in your seat.
This guy's like,
no, I kind of look in that general direction.
All right, we're gonna look at the blue light. The blue light. All right, Joe. 1, 2, 3.
Look into the light.
All right.
Like that, right?
All right, we're out of here, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Be back next Thursday. Like, subscribe, share, follow, rate, all that, thumbs up, all that bullshit. Okay, I love y'all. Peace. See you next week.
Hey, I hit the stage like I belong up there. No ice, just vintage sweater logo Hershey Bears. To calm my nerves a bit, some bud with purple hairs. Couple rum and cokes to help me master stairs. They gon' see I'm nice, but hold the 9 like Steve McNair. Just in case they plotting on me, I'll go Tony on the stairs. The world is mine. They throwing shade, don't wanna see me shine, but every time I spit, they realize they can't compare. Apples to oranges, whipping foreigns, imported shit just a rental for now, but just wait till I'm out here touring and people see I'm important. I came a long way from 16 acres, my origin, from flipping mid-grade to my plugs forage in Oregon, Bud Farms, just to send me some more of it. Gotta tuck arms and link in certain coordinates. I ain't in rap for trophies or worthless ornaments. Every song I make is more than verses and choruses. Hey, but that's just me though. Writing is written inside my genomes. Keep the game on lock, had to memorize the key code. Me and Black make this shit look easy as a free throw. In the house always wins like a casino. I'll be happy with a few hits. Bobby Valentino driving to the sunset like Jesse in the El Camino. I can't leave without the gold and end up like Dan Marino.
Yo, me and Martian just landed. You see the starship. They never panic until they planet could be the target. The whole world crumbling, fumbling be the hardest. Our stomachs rumbling and I'm swearing volcanic eruptions is just mumbling when in comparison. Any enemy staring could telescope I ain't hearing them. Black holes cheer when I tag the ones out arrogance, the atmosphere. Say I'm the best, hands down, they'll say that's so queer. Taking off, that's what I just did the last whole year. Sky's the limit, I don't even wanna have no leer. I need a spaceship, Elon Musk better take Smith to the moon in a colony. Mel Gibson and Patriot, embrace this. Niggas is clones, I feel like Thanos. As I sit in this infinity stone, snap my fingers, shorty get naked like she living alone. I feel like a Flintstone when I give it a bone. Gotta pat myself on the back like I was missing my phone. This Roman signal is giving me a signal in Rome. Got a pigeon, she sound like a sad pit when she moan. I be sending her home to you with the cynical tone. My style hovers above yours like the shit is a drone. Say something about the house, it's like you living with Crohn's. Painful, cause we be with the shits, clip them and go. Down in Maryland, it's like I'm dissing Mrs. Monroe.
Smith House.